That's very timely. The microphone breaks right when I'm going on the air. What's up, everybody? We're rolling on a Friday morning, the Friday of Memorial Day, Middays with Marks. 97.5, The Fanatic. I'm your host, John Marks. Man, do we have a lot to talk about today, and it's a lot of nothing. I guess I shouldn't start with that. Maybe the program director would. No, we have a lot to talk about today, but it's a holiday weekend. It's a block party weekend. There's so much stuff to talk about. This is one of these days you go into work. Like, our offices are closing today at 1 o'clock. It doesn't mean we're obviously done at 1 o'clock, but everybody, if they're in the office today, you're wearing the very casual Friday. People are bringing in food. You're going out to lunch. You're leaving early. Maybe you're not even going into work at all. But happy Friday to Memorial Day. We've made it to the summer. We've made it to my favorite time of the year because summertime, the living's easy. And I love easy living. And then the summer's over. Boom, you got football season and everything's great. But we say good morning to Ray Dunn on this Memorial Day Friday. What's up, Raymond?
Oh, good morning, Johnny. What a beautiful day. Not really in terms of the weather, but
it's
beautiful
not bad.
for the summer.
It's not bad.
Not
It's
as
not
bad as
raining.
you thought.
It's not raining. That's going to be tomorrow when I go to the Phillies game. So I, this morning, went to Wegmans, and I bought 3 dozen Nathan hot dogs. Not 3 dozen, 2 dozen Nathan hot dogs, and buns, and ketchup, and relish, and mustard. And I brought my backup air fryer from home, and went into the kitchen, and we had our pre-show meeting while I was grilling hot dogs. Ray, have you had any hot dogs yet?
I have yet to have one of the hot dogs.
I'm on my second. So
okay.
Number 2 is down as we say good morning to Sean Brace, who, what were you just doing?
What are you going to do, you know?
We going to the bathroom?
It's either you do it before the show or you do it during the show.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Hi, how you doing?
I didn't know that you ran to the bathroom. I thought you were stuffing hot dogs down your gullet.
No, I'm going to hold off on the hot dog just a little bit.
Maybe now, yeah.
Let things cool down just a little. You're sweating.
Hey, you're sweating,
I mean,
man.
the clock was counting down. I heard somebody come in. There was just so much
My
stress.
microphone broke the minute I put it on. I pulled it off.
I mean, I was serious. Like, look at me. I'm soaking wet right now.
You could have stayed like.
I know. You don't care.
We could have had fun and been like, "Good morning, Sean Brace," and then had the blank, had the empty chair.
You know what? I handled everything. Everything is good. We're moving forward. However, the clock, everything really hit me all at once. I could have used I guess, a Mad Dog Russo pill as I was going through the motion.
Take a Valium.
There it is. That's it. It just answers everything in life.
What do you eat on a hot
about 38 special?
There it is.
What do you eat on a hot dog? What are you going to put on your hot dogs today?
I'm a very simple man. Just give me ketchup.
Okay.
I'm a ketchup guy. Like, sometimes I don't mind mustard on a hot dog. Like, I'll do ketchup mustard, but then it gets a little funky, right?
There's a lot on it.
Yeah, and then, because, like, I'll go to Costco. Yeah, Costco gets me every time. Yeah, it's $1. It's $1 dog on the way out. So I'll scoop one up. You get, honestly, you get the soda and a dog for, like, $1.50. It's an awesome deal. And then you're, like, wondering because you don't know, because you got your cart full of all the groceries, and you got the hot dog, and you got the wrapper, the sleeve that it comes in. But then if you shove it back in with all the condiments on it, gets all over the place. And next thing you know, like a wolf can jump out of the bushes and eat your arm because you got hot dog, you got mustard and ketchup all over.
Yeah, you're just you want to eat the dog.
Yeah.
You don't want to you're not at home on the back deck.
That's true.
Grabbing a White Claw or High Noon or whatever you're drinking.
Give me one of those right now.
That's what I'm doing.
Hey.
All right, Ray. So far, there hasn't been any of because I'm not friends with these people that are like, what are you, 5 years old? You put ketchup on a hot dog? You only put mustard on a hot dog. Because I don't trust those people. Ray, tell me that you're not one of those people.
I'm not one of those people. I actually get in a lot of fights with those people.
Yeah, we don't get along. I don't like them.
I'm a ketchup on hot dog type of guy.
This is unbelievable because Negative Nate is same with he puts. Right now I have sweet relish and ketchup.
Ooh.
I could do mustard. I just like with Sean. I elected not to. But I love if I have a big pot of baked beans. Like one of the dogs I'm eating gets a nice layer of baked beans over top of it.
That might be a step too far for me.
Oh, dude. I'm not telling you that it doesn't
Church
come
and
with...
state for me on that one, but yeah, I got you.
Get the thing of Gas X with it. But anyway, yeah, so it's... I know the 4th of July, I guess, is really the hot dog holiday because of the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Which Joey Chestnut, he's back.
Yeah, the
17-time champion.
probation doesn't prohibit him from being in the eating contest.
He just
Thank God, too. I was really worried about
just slap somebody in some bar and march, right?
I was shocked a competitive eater was drunk slapping somebody in a bar.
Oh, okay.
No.
Joey Chestnut.
Not Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, he seems like they're not. All the wires are connecting. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. One time, Sean, and I guess this is before 4th of July. Sean, on the air, he like said something. He could eat 20 hot dogs or something. And it's like, dude, you can't eat 20 hot dogs, and he genuinely thought he could.
Yep, I did.
And over the course of a show, how many did you eat?
I don't think I hit double digits. So and it was there was so much that worked against me that day. Like the elements were against me. I'll just give you real quick the bullet points. Number one, I cooked 30 hot dogs in my studio apartment on Girard Avenue. That apartment never smelled the same after.
Yeah, I can imagine.
The hot dog flavored water, like still to this day, I have PTSD.
Is that the apartment they just tore down here?
Yeah, I think so, probably.
But they also know he was down in like Brewery Town. You were
No, I was across the street from St. Joe's Prep.
Yeah,
17th.
Not down.
No,
not down towards Ray.
No. So I cooked them there, and I brought them in, and immediately, like, my stomach was already turning just from seeing that water.
But then you nuked them here, and the microwave never recovered from nuking the hot dogs here.
I'm sure about that. And then I said, okay, over the course of a 4-hour show on our Saturday show, I can eat X.
Oh, is it Saturday?
Correct. The issue was that's the wrong way. Strategy-wise, if you're going to attack, you got to go. Well, because you can't allow it to sit. That was so stupid of me. So literally, like, as I'm eating 6, I'm like, oh, my God. And then you guys were all you were killing me. You can't even get double digits. I remember it was like yesterday. I didn't throw up from that. I threw up from I didn't throw up from the hot dogs. I threw up from the, what's the?
Eggnog.
Eggnog. Yeah, I drank eggnog Christmas time.
No, it was Christmas Eve. We were in for Mike. Sean thought he could drink 2 gallons of eggnog.
Did.
So I went to, did you get it or I think I got it?
Yeah.
I went to Wawa and I got 4 half-gallons of eggnog. Oh. And Sean's like, I could drink. He didn't even make it through. You didn't even make it through a half gallon.
No, I drank a half gallon. That's as far as I made it. And I cracked the second one, and I threw up on air. I did.
Oh.
Yeah, in the garbage can right next to me. I just was like, I tried.
It was like glue. Dude. He was pouring into the cup, and it was like pouring glue into a cup.
I think that was after the hot dog eating competition, and I said, all right, if I'm going to do it on air, I'm going to throw up. Like, because that's part of the bit. If you're going to do it, you got to be all in.
You got to do it, yeah.
The hot dog just made me sick. I didn't get nauseous. I didn't get sick, but the eggnog was easy.
But didn't you miss family Christmas or something because of it? Didn't you, like, just go home and lay in bed?
I don't think the eggnog. Look, man, my job as a competitive eater is not all that good. I missed a Super Bowl party because I ate one of the world's hottest wings on Fox 29.
Really?
Yes. For the Seahawks and Broncos game at MetLife, we did a show with Jarek and them, a special one, because Fox had the Super Bowl.
All right.
And they're like, oh, yeah, he's going to. And this one singular wing screwed up my stomach for 48 hours to the point that I didn't go out to watch the Super Bowl.
It was like a ghost pepper wing.
It was like a 3,000. Like, the scale was stupid. I'll have to look it up. But these guys were laughing at me that while I'm on TV drenched. Sue Sirio is literally fanning me off as I got my head in a trash can. They still talk about it. Yeah. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. You definitely are.
Hey, Ray.
All right. Yeah, there's Ray. We're all here. Negative Nate's here. Dutsy's here. Memorial Day is upon us. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Fun show. Still a lot of sports to talk about, including the coordinators talked yesterday. The biggest takeaway from Sean Manion's press conference was what? And Vic Fangio. What was the lead on Vic Fangio? Where he talked about his possible retirement. He also weighed in on the Phillies firing Rob Thompson. Frankly, I just need Vic on the Phillies. The Eagles stuff is secondary to me. 610-632-0975. Text line, voice memo, Davis Honda text line, phone line. And if you're someone out there that puts mustard on a hot dog, YouTube chat, text line, voice memo, I don't trust you. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Guts.
Do they do block parties Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah, hell yeah. This is
a great block party song, right? You nailed it.
It's the official start of summer. It might not feel like that, but Memorial Day weekend is the official start of summer. Now, the question I have for everybody, and whether or not I'm right on this or not, is this not early this year?
Come on.
Feel it.
Yeah, because I think it's the earliest it can be, right? Because it has to be the last Monday in May.
Oh.
So this is the earliest that it can be because next Monday is June 1st.
You might not. I kid you not. I don't think I knew that Memorial Day is the last Monday.
So the dot was never connected for you?
I don't think I ever knew specifically it had to. Like Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. I know that. I knew that.
Right? You knew that.
Easter, always on a Sunday. Now Christmas.
Well, wait.
What?
You knew Memorial Day was always on a Monday,
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, I did know that, but not the last Monday in May. I don't think I knew that. So you mean to tell me there's never been a Memorial Day in June?
No.
Oh. Yeah. Is that a me thing?
To answer your but to answer your question, yes, this is very early, and I hate it. I like when it's at the end of May, but yes,
I don't like when Ray does that to me. He's hiding on me because he thinks I'm an idiot.
He just laughs at it.
Yeah.
Once a week, I just want a question out of your mind for a segment where it's, what in the world does Sean Brace?
I swear to you,
not know?
I don't think I ever connected the dots on that.
We just never thought about it.
Yeah.
Because you never, like you had said, I don't know the last time it was this early, but this is the earliest it can be.
And Labor Day is literally like late in September this year. So I said this earlier to Ray.
It's late in like September 29th? When is it in?
No, look at it. It's like the second week of September, right?
The 7th.
All right, it's the 7th. Okay, so not the second week, but you know where I'm at. Anyways.
But again, it's the first Monday in September, right? Or because it's the first Monday in September.
First Monday in September is always Labor Day. Okay, maybe I don't know.
Sean, they're not taking a dart and just throwing it at a board and deciding when they're going to do it.
Labor Day
there's an actual structure to it.
Now, hang on. The reason why I'm bringing this up, because I'm curious about this, is literally this the longest summer that you could possibly have?
I hope so.
Okay. That's a good thing, is my point, in the grand scheme of things.
So you're right. It is a good thing that Memorial Day starts early because this does get the jump start on summer. It doesn't really change anything, but at least gives you the optical illusion that it does.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm glad that we've had this discussion.
Yeah.
Now Sean can go on with life.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
Look, you got to realize I got to spread this wisdom to two youths now.
What could possibly go wrong?
You know?
Go home and tell Kendall.
They look at me for the answers. I got to have them.
All right. Group takeaway from Sean Manion's press conference. I'll start. I've never really heard him talk before, so I was expecting, based on what everybody said, that he was going to sound smart and he was going to say all the right things, and for the most part, he did. I don't really know what he said. He's certainly not a polished speaker like Bob Myers or anything like that, but like he didn't really.
We have a 4-time NBA champion here.
He didn't really. He didn't really give you anything, but he aced all the questions that he needed to answer. Like he didn't answer anything incorrectly. He didn't sound stupid. He didn't do the Nick Sirianni press conference during the headlights at all.
We all fertilize.
Well, that was later on, but like,
wow.
Honestly, you know what I come away from the press conference with? Like, all right, like he didn't F up, so we're good. I don't know. What did you guys think?
Ray, you go first.
Yeah, he answered everything pretty much right. It was nice to hear him talk glowingly of Jalen, but again, if he struggled to answer the Jalen Hurts questions, that would be more front page news. Like this presser to me was a nice second page if I was opening up the Inquirer. Like, oh, Sean Manion, not an embarrassment. He was very happy everyone's talked so highly of him. That's good. He's talking like the play calling thing was maybe the best thing we got out of that, where he was like, yeah, I've been prepping for this for years. I'm sitting there like, how can I get Jordan Love ready? Back when I was playing, I was thinking about, I like this red zone read here. You could see the football nerd kind of ooze out of the guy.
And he can't wait to get started on it.
And that might be the best thing you get out of it. I'm always pretty jaded when it comes to intro pressers. If you couldn't tell by the way I went with the Bob Myers presser, where it was like, you guys had Bob Myers fever, and I'm sitting here like, yeah, cool. He didn't say anything. Every time we hear from someone for the first time, as long as they don't totally blow it like Sirianni did, there's not really a lot of like, wow, this is going to be awesome that I take from
Well,
this.
but like Sirianni, he was mocked nationally by everybody. It was embarrassing.
Correct.
He's been to 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. So what does it mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I mean, here's the reality. He's going to have to call plays. He's going to have to go into the preseason and week 1 with a new offense for this team, and he's going to have to coach these guys up. He's going to have to I love installing the offense.
Oh, yeah.
You have to install the offense.
Yep.
Right? Football guy term. And Jalen Hurts, and he's going to have success or people are going to be pissed. That's the reality. I have no reason to believe that won't happen based on what he said. I have no reason to believe it will happen when he said, I still feel the same way about it I did before. He was very highly thought of by a lot of people that worked with him, and I thought it was a great hire by the Eagles. I do, and I still feel that way.
Yes. My takeaway was I thought he was prepared, and I thought he was honest, and he didn't, like, very general, didn't give you, like, detailed answers, but wasn't giving you coach speak, if I could put it both ways, and that's, like, honestly how I felt. I thought he was open. I thought he was ready, like I said, more than anything for the Jalen Hurts questions. Like, he knew what was going to come his way. So, somewhat polished, right? Like, and I'm not trying to go over the top here because he is 32, but, man, I came away enthused. Like, this is a guy that I came away, big picture, I felt like he belonged in that room. He belonged on the dais, microphone in front of him, as the future play caller for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's all I came away with. Again, I knew going into it we weren't going to find out, hey, how many, hitch routes are you going to run? Hey, Jalen Hurts, are you going to be throwing the football? Like, we knew the details were not going to be there. They need to install. There's still going to be a lot of blending that needs to be taking place. That was the special word of the day.
Oh, we've got blending talk.
Oh, we're definitely blenders.
You want to hear blending? Do you have a blender at home?
A Ninja.
You have a Ninja.
Yeah, we got one of those guys.
No, I don't have an old school blender.
I don't think we do either.
I have a Ninja because those old school blenders don't do anything. I need to be able to put a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, those things are good. They get the job done.
All right, here's Sean Manion talking about the offense and play calling and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a great question. Kind of like I spoke to before, it's a blend. It's a blend. And obviously there's things schematically that we're bringing. There's things that the Eagles offense has really thrived with doing in the years past. So, in terms of the verbiage, the terminology, it's a process of seeing, hey, what makes sense to keep? What are things that, with some of the new changes coming in, need to change? So that's something we've looked at really from day one, understanding kind of the background of the scheme here. What are some of the things we want to add? What are the things we want to tweak? And how do we build kind of the language of our offense?
There you go. Yeah, I have nothing, which is great. I mean, like I said, I don't know what else I can really say about it. This dude's gonna have to do it on the field. But you had the most interesting thought of anybody, Sean, that we just talked about.
Sure,
he looked like he belonged up there. He's 32 years old, which is very young. And he didn't come off as being 32 years old. He came off as being mature, ready for the moment. When you're in the NFL, even if you're not a starting quarterback or you're not a star or whatever, still being in the NFL for a long time, being in a major college, being drafted, coming out, moving around from place to place, and then you start coaching, you learn a lot. But he honestly looked like a future head coach up there. Like, is anybody going to be surprised if he has success here and he's a head coach in a year or two?
Nope.
No. And so that's his track right now.
Oh, yeah. And you said young, and that is the reality, right? But I'm curious because, this seems to be the way that the league is going. And you look at the league right now. Joe Brady, head coach, 36. Kellen Moore, head coach, 36. Mike McDonald, Seattle, hasn't seen his kids in 2 years, 37.
Champion.
Ben Johnson, 38. Liam Cohen, 39. Sean McVay, 39, who was the head coach with the L.A. Rams when he was 30 years old.
And Sirianni was in his 30s when he got hired, right?
Yeah,
How old's Nick?
I don't even know.
Were we in a debate?
I don't even think he's mid-40s, right?
And that's in my notes.
I think he's 44.
He's 44.
So he was 39 when they hired him? Yeah. No, to your point, yeah, the retreads aren't getting jobs in their 50s and 60s anymore.
Nick Sirianni's birthday, June 15th. Turns 45.
What do we do for him?
Oh, we got to do something. Ray jumps out of a cake at the NovaCare complex.
Works for me. The Jeff, please.
The Jeff.
They named it after Jeffrey Lurie.
Although June 15th, what is that? We need to figure out where they are. He could be down the shore somewhere. He could be just trying to squeeze in some family time.
I'm here
because
because Bill's probably off.
Oh.
if I had to assume.
Oh, we're really getting.
Why is Bill off June 15th?
Celebrate Sirianni's birthday.
Oh.
They get the family together every year.
I like feeling it in my hands.
It's a family party. I didn't know it happened during the show. I didn't realize he had to take it
How
off.
about
That nice work, Ray. Nice work. I got to give you a roaring round of applause on that one. Nice work.
For maybe new listeners to the station and to the show, Ray worked with Bill when Bill worked Middays with Mike, and everybody made fun of Bill because he's very pro Nick Sirianni, and
They
they're
still do.
Italians, and right.
Whoa. They're related. Yeah, that's his cousin. Let's not bury the lead here.
First cousin?
First cousin.
Okay.
Yeah. He's upset. Did you not hear this whole thing? Bill's livid about the fact they're playing Christmas Eve because they had to move around the entire family's plans.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been mad about Christmas Eve, not because he's upset for you. He's
When he
upset
said-
for the Sirianni and Colarulo family.
When he said he was mad about the game, I was waiting for the word 7 fishes to come out of his mouth, and about 3 seconds later, 7 fishes came out of his mouth.
Oh, the
We do the 7 fishes, and now he can't because blah, blah.
If you do the 7 fishes, you got to let everybody know you do the 7 fishes.
Yeah, you do the 7 fishes. Please don't invite me because I'm not coming. I don't want to do the 7 fishes.
Oh, I don't think I've ever experienced the 7 fishes, so I can't hate on it unless I got to taste it.
I'm like half
I
kidding.
know.
I'm half kidding. All right, so that's Manion. Vic Fangio, meanwhile, remember, were you back on the show when were you on the show when it was the Vic? Is he retiring? Is he not retiring? What's going on?
Yeah.
Schefter comes on the air and it's like, oh, it might be a big story.
Yep.
Next week might be a big story. And he was alluding to the possible something going on with Vic Fangio. So before it even became public, word was circulating being like, Vic Fangio's talking about retiring. And it's like no one wanted to say it because it wasn't confirmed but no one was saying it publicly. But for Ray, like a good 2 days, the speculation from Schefter was, what is he talking about? Is it A.J. Brown? I forget what we were speculating. New stadium, some people were saying.
Lane Johnson.
Lane Johnson retiring. That's right.
Landon
Lane
Dickerson
Johnson.
everybody was
Right.
retiring.
Right. And it ended up being that Vic was considering retirement. Now, it seemed like that he was more or less talked back into it, like, please don't retire, because it was after the Cowboys hired, what's his name, to be their defensive coordinator. I'm blanking on his name. What's his name?
Parker.
Yeah.
Christian Parker. So, like, what I had said was, this is BS. There's no way that Vic would retire after letting his protege, because then he would have been a defensive coordinator. Vic says, I'm going to retire. Christian Parker, we're not going to let you leave because you're going to take over. It's like, how do you let him leave and then you're going to retire? Well, he didn't retire, and he came back. This is the first time he's been asked about it, that he's really spoken. Here's Vic Fangio talking about the retirement thing.
No, I wasn't close. I've had those thoughts and, the last few years. Every year at the end of the year, I just think about it, and I never really got serious to where I would have done it. It's no different than I did after 24 season, after 23 season. I told the players the other day that, we had our annual physical. We get physicals as coaches, and the docs told me I was reverse aging with my lab work and everything that came up. So I told them, you guys are stuck with me for a long while.
Yeah. So he's just by the end of the season, he's burnt out, and he's like, I can't do this again. I can't go through the season again. Then he takes 2 weeks off, and then Howie calls him, and he's like, all right, let's go. He ain't retired. So he said 2 more years. He said minimum 2 more years during the press conference.
Yeah.
So he may do the same thing this year, where at the end of the year, he's burnt out.
No panic needed.
Yeah, so
I'll panic.
We're not going to worry about it.
I'll panic.
Well, you know what? Man, you got to be really comfortable in what you do for a living to have that type of, dare I say, is that okay to say, an attitude, right?
Oh, yeah, no, he's very comfortable in his own skin.
Yeah.
And sitting up there and saying,
Yeah, it's what I did in 23. It's what I did in 24. And you look at the rankings, and I just go off of the points here as far as against in the NFL, the rankings, 10th last year, points against, 7th, 6th 2 years ago, 8th 3 years ago. A lot of single digits over his tenure.
He's the best defensive coordinator they've had since Jim Johnson, and I love Jim Johnson. I think you can make the case that he deserves to be called the best coordinator in history based on their success under him.
They always have a great defense.
Bro, they won a Super Bowl. They went back to another Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl based on their defense dominating the Chiefs. And is he the best coordinator in football? Is he not the best coordinator in football? You'd also need really good players. But when you watch games, You can see adjustments that he makes.
Yep.
You can see how he game plans for other teams.
Uh-huh.
You can see how good of a defensive coordinator is. Jim Schwartz is a very good defensive coordinator too.
Oh, yeah.
Vic Fangio is better.
Hey, I'm hearing word. Jim Johnson's in my ear, and he's saying he wants me to bring up the fact that he didn't have Howie Roseman.
That's true.
So, sorry, I don't know where I'm hearing that voice from, but yeah, Jim Johnson's letting it be known that he didn't have Howie Roseman drafting those star players like Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell and Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis.
Sure, good. I mean, Jim had some players on defense.
Yeah.
But, like, just the fact that we're bringing him up with Jim Johnson tells you we know this. So, if Vic Fangio is your defensive coordinator, you don't have to worry about that side of the ball.
No.
I heard John Kincade yesterday was debating or responding to what Colarulo was saying about who's on the hot seat and Nick Sirianni. And he said Nick Sirianni doesn't have to worry about the coordinators because if he does, he's screwed. Guess what? I mean, an offensive head coach may not have to worry about an offensive coordinator mattering. He's always got to worry about a defensive coordinator mattering because an offensive head coach can't run the defense, period. So that's one thing Nick Sirianni and Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie have to not worry about is Vic Fangio. Boom, Vic, that's your side of the ball. You tell us what you want.
Yeah.
We'll draft some players. Bam. And that puts you at ease to where now you only have to, because with Sirianni not calling plays and not really knowing much about offense, there's a lot to worry about with the offensive side of the ball.
Well, look, there's no doubt about it. Vic is awesome, and it was great to hear him up there. It's I'm starting to get the itch. I get it. The unofficial start to summertime. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, like football season's inching closer, and we're starting to, dip our toes into the fantasy water, starting to look at some odds, starting to talk about, guys that are going to step up for your team. So, it's almost here, right? And I know that people are like, wait a minute, hold up, we're still playing some NBA basketball, but football season is almost here. And I'm starting to get that itch, and I'm excited about it.
And Fangio's one of those guys that I can just listen to him talk. And
Yes.
I don't even care what he's talking about. He's so interesting, and he's got a certain way about him. You can tell why his players love him as much as he does. But you know me, Ray. You know us. You know what we were worried about? His take on the Phillies. Because we know he knows what he's doing with the defense, but he's a huge Phillies fan. So I needed to know what he thought about the current state of the Phillies. And this is the end of the press conference. Not surprisingly, not happy with the Phillies for firing Rob Thompson. Listen.
I'm down on the Phillies. I didn't like them firing Thompson. Didn't agree with it.
Ooh.
Oh, Vic goes to the games, is on the field, so I'm sure he has a relationship with Rob.
Correct.
I'm down on the Phillies.
Oh, jeez. And then he was followed up because they did ask him about Don Mattingly. He's like, I like Don, but he could tell that there's definitely something there. He wasn't thrilled with that decision.
Well, someone came back and said, what about Donnie Baseball?
Yeah.
It might have been McClain. And, but of course, it's just like Rob's his friend, and he's a coach. So he looks at it and is like, oh, wow, the players aren't playing. Your starting pitching sucks. And
Here we
you
go
fire
again.
them. Yeah,
I'm down on the Phillies.
Yeah.
That's great.
What's a better cut, that or the back and forth? Yeah,
What about him? Oh, I'll have a quick hook.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. A quick hook is great.
What's the reasoning behind that?
That is great.
He was right. But
He was.
Imagine Vic Fangio's friendship with Rob Thompson being so strong that he renounces 70 years of Phillies fandom.
Yeah, no,
I'm out.
If the Phillies are in the playoffs, he will be Don
I'm
Mattingly
down on
up.
the Phillies.
Yeah, he'll be Don Mattingly up. He'll be Donnie Baseballed up.
Yeah, as long as they keep winning, they're going to have us all believing again.
Yep. All right, send it to Ray. The Davis Honda text line is active this morning, 610-632-0975. So, Sean, I don't know if you know this. The phone number is the same for everything.
Whoa.
Voice memos on the Davis Honda text line, text messages, and the phone number to call in, 610-632-0975. What do we got, Ray?
All right, we got Kevin from Jersey leading us off here. Sean just learned the 4th of July is actually the 4th day of July.
Now, Sean, what day is the 4th of July on? Is it every?
I know it's
Is it first Wednesday?
No, I know it's Saturday this year, though, which is good.
Does it rotate days, or does it have to be on a specific day of the week?
Certain holidays lock in, certain holidays don't. So,
Well, and that's where the confusion comes in with you. You know the 4th of July is on the 4th of July, and the days the day of the week could range.
But it rotates, yeah.
Same with Christmas and the other holidays.
Yeah, I think we need to lock these in. Christmas belongs on a Sunday.
Now, could Thanksgiving be on a Wednesday or a Friday?
No, that is incorrect.
Always on a Thursday.
Always on a Thursday. And here's one more for you. The day before Thanksgiving, always on a Wednesday.
Ooh.
Wednesday night.
Now, is Thanksgiving on the last Thursday of the month? Or is it on the second to last?
Is that really what it is? Is it the last Thursday? Yeah.
I'm asking you.
No, it doesn't have to be the last Thursday of the month.
Could it be in November? Could it be in October?
No, it could not be in October.
What about December?
I don't believe it could be in December.
So you're saying, for the record, final answer, it's not the last Thursday in Thanksgiving?
Damn, is it?
I'm asking you. I don't know.
Could I phone a friend?
No.
Ray, help me out here. Is Thanksgiving the last Thursday? You know what? I'm learning a lot today. I'm going to say yes. It is the last Thursday in November.
I think you're correct, Sean. Good job.
Lock it in, baby.
All right, let's all get hot.
Hey, look, Delco Price is right. You're looking at the King over here.
That's right. Yeah, and
That's true.
I brought your extra large women's thong in. You're wearing it.
Yes, thank you.
All right, Ray, what do I got?
All right, Marty, check it in. For those of you who like ketchup on hot dogs, give barbecue sauce a try sometime. Underrated but spectacular.
Yeah, and then I know Eitan used to put mayonnaise on hot dogs.
Oh, come on.
And that's what Dave and Philly checked in. I only love mayo on a hot dog.
No, dude, you got something going on if you're eating mayo on a hot
You're
dog.
going to really love mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I never would do it. I couldn't even put Miracle Whip on hot dogs. That's disgusting.
Barbecue sauce, though, like, no, I can't get there either. I feel you. To me, it's like
It's not mayo, though.
No. The thing about barbecue sauce is it's always what doesn't barbecue sauce go well with, right? Like, it's sweet. You know, it's got that tangy.
Oh,
like,
it's chicken.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's easy. But my point is, like, okay, if you don't have ketchup, you ran out of ketchup at the house, you could always go to it. It's always a great condiment to fall back on.
I would never fall back on
really
barbecue sauce for a hot dog.
So no mustard, no relish, no ketchup. You got a dog. You need something. What are you going to?
I would go plain before I would go just mustard. Honestly, I would go plain before I would go just mustard. If
You'd
there was
raw
a
dog that dog.
Damn right. I would go pickles and relish if I could.
I'll
There
tell
you
you what,
go.
the buns you brought in, though, man, you went above and beyond. I got to get one of those. I'm starting to get an appetite.
I thought about because the Wegmans brand's $1.50. Those are they were 2 for $7. So I went. I spent the extra money for you, Ray, because I like the hot dog bun matters.
What do you call those? The open toes? What are those?
They're the front sliced hot dog buns.
Top slice.
Yeah, the top slice. Yeah, it's not on the side. It's on the top.
You could go to our Twitter right now, 975 Middays. You see the whole process.
Oh, is there a video of me grilling them up?
The video's out there.
I brought my Ninja Grill in, which does it really nice, the air fryer. There you go. All right, 610-632-0975. At 11 o'clock, we have the debut of a new segment called The Joy of Sports. Oh, when you think of sports, you're happy.
I am.
And you love sports. The Joy of Sports. With Russ Joy. That's where you run out of joy for sports.
Yeah, he's always happy on the timeline.
Russ Joy. And then yesterday, we have Ray's 3 takeaways from what we heard from Fangio. Ray's 3 takeaways.
I've got 3.
Okay.
X's and O's, man.
Well, I know
Football time.
From Vic.
From Vic.
Ooh, okay.
You're a football guy.
I'm ready to go.
You don't have 3 on Manion?
No,
What'd he say?
I don't have 1 on Manion.
Really?
No.
Oh, the Jalen Hurts stuff I thought was great.
We'll play that coming up next.
Okay.
Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
The Eagles knew who they were playing.
It is a block party weekend here on Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Yesterday we asked Ray, because he hasn't done a block party with us on the show. And it's like, do you know what block party music is? And he was like, no. But I guess you Googled it, or because I was going to send you a playlist, and I'm like, he'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's the name of this show.
Right.
He'll figure it out.
It makes sense.
Right.
I've been to a block party before. Just never really classified these things as block party music.
Now, Walking on Sunshine, I will just back it up, John, and say that I would play this at a block party, but I would play it early with the kids there, trying to find those tunes to get everybody, feeling good. So I'll allow it in the 10 o'clock hour, Walking on Sunshine.
Yeah, not a favorite, but technically a block party song.
Yeah.
Filler song.
Filler. That's it. There you go. I like
No
that.
one's requesting Walking on Sunshine.
No.
No one walks up like, yo, man, play my favorite tune.
No, you would play it after, if there was, maybe some clouds that parted and all of a sudden you got some sun finally to shine down on you at the block party. Like, say we're on, 17th and Girard right now, having a good old time.
Yeah,
right?
that's not being played at 17th and Girard. It also depends on where the block party is. Ray's block party is Walking on Sunshine.
Yeah, the Mean Streets of Oaks were bumping Walking on Sunshine.
But, so block party music is, things that you sing along to, like the classics, dance track. There's a lot of hip hop that you get in there, some pop, and things like that. But it's just gets people moving and grooving. You can be just standing talking, and you're kind of grooving along to what's going on in the background. Earth, Wind, and Fire, September needs to be played today.
That's a good one.
Summertime by DJ Jazzy Jeff. Fresh Prince needs to be played today. A little, I'm looking at a list right here. Outcast, Hey Ya.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a block party song.
Yeah, definitely.
Black Eyed Peas, I got a feeling, don't play that today. Uptown Funk's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nelly, Hot in Here.
Trap Queen by Fetty Wap. No, I kid.
Fetty Wap coming to Stateside Live.
No.
Yes, later this summer.
Dude.
At the new outdoor setup.
I don't know what he got arrested for or what he went to jail for, but, that could not have come at a worse time for him. He had, 3 or 4 hits with his crooked eye. He was on top of the charts.
He was on top of the world.
Yes.
Who are you talking about?
Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap.
I don't know.
Then he went to prison, and now he's out, and now he's back on the scene.
Does he still have a crooked eye, or did
the crooked eye, yeah. He's got something going on with that eye.
He's doing, it's called a nostalgia tour. Because I think he would literally 10 years ago was when he was at his peak.
That is great.
All right.
Trap Queen, baby.
So let's take a phone call. Then we got Ray's thoughts. Let's go to Rashid in West Philly. Hi, Sheed. How are you?
Hello. Good morning, gentlemen. My thing is, I want to talk about Jalen Hurts and my expectations for him this season with this new offense. My thing is this. Every challenge this guy has been met with, he has passed it and with flying colors. My thing is this. Okay, so the other station talks crazy about him. I'm not going to mention their name, nothing like that.
Yeah, we don't know who you're talking about by saying that either.
But I listen to even like Baldy Breakdown, what he was just talking about with him throwing over the middle against the Minnesota game. And then not only that, I value the opinion of Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and not only that, Nick Saban. So, and when people say that he ain't going to be able to do good in this offense, I say it like this. Give him the opportunity to be able to show you what he can do. And to me,
let me ask you a question. She, let me ask you a question. All right. When has Jalen Hurts when has he failed? When has he been?
He hasn't.
Right. You're right. When challenged, he's played his best football. He really has. So you may listen to me sometime. We had a guy at the end of the show yesterday that heard me do a radio interview in Boston and was like, "Oh, you're ripping Jalen Hurts and you were saying this and you were saying that." I think Jalen Hurts comes out this year and I think he has a great year and the Eagles are going to be one of the best teams in football again. I do. But also and I appreciate the call, but the context I was talking about in Boston was what was going on with A.J. Brown and why does A.J. Brown want to be traded? And the context of that is, well, Jalen maybe has problems connecting with some people in the locker room. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way. Maybe he's not relatable. He's very aloof. These are all things that have been discussed lots of times with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Both things can be true.
Yeah.
He can also be a champion that meets the biggest challenges in his professional career, which he's done over and over and over again.
Yeah, look, I think we both agree that if Jalen's going to be asked to drop back 45 times and put this offense on his shoulders and throw the football a ton, that's not going to be a good recipe for success next year, right? Like you still have Saquon Barkley. I still am under the impression that this offensive line could be one of the best in football. Maybe that's shame on me.
They need it to be better.
It's got to be better, but you got to do better as far as the running game as a whole. And that's only going to help out Jalen so much because, hey, man, you can run play action all you want, but if you can't run the freaking football.
It doesn't matter if you do play action. You're right.
There you go. So what are we talking about?
So I saw Baldy. It was a cut online. He was doing a Baldy breakdown, and he was talking about Jalen Hurts under center. And according to what was being reported, and I don't know if this is true or not because I'm not the reporter, but he didn't like lining up under center. That's not something that he preferred to do, and that's something that they wanted to do more. And it's in large part where what they're doing right now. Expect more under center. Expect everything that they did before is out. This is an entirely new offense. Everything that they're doing is different. Now, Sean Manion wouldn't be doing his job if he didn't say, okay, I now have to look at the quarterback and I have to kind of tweak my offense to Jalen Hurts' strengths and weaknesses. You're not going to come in and say, nope, I need him to do everything Matt Stafford does with Sean McVay because that's the way the offense is run. Okay, you're going to lose if you do that.
Yeah.
And Manion's smart enough to know that.
Yeah, and he was asked about that yesterday, and he talked about influences, and, that's one of the questions that he opened up, and I thought he was a little bit more – I don't think he was not honest, but I think he was definitely a little reserved with some of his questions, especially the X's and O's. You don't want to give anything out there. You don't want to put anything out there. You sure as hell don't even know what you have, too, if you're honest, right? Like, he's just in the beginning process of putting this offense together. So I would just say this. The people that are doubting Jalen Hurts, there's a reason. They're probably a little bit negative on one.
Yeah.
Has he been perfect? No. But as you pointed out, every single challenge he has met.
Yep.
Everyone.
All right, Ray, you mentioned you had takeaways on Vic Fangio.
Yeah, I did. 3 things that he said that actually X and O's wise. I mean, I was thrilled about he's down on the Phillies because I kind of figured that's where he's going to be at this point. But
I'm down on the Phillies.
3 things for you. 1,
That's awesome.
It is good.
we might have to change the song.
Is not a safety. Hey.
Really sounds like BP, by the way. Every time I listen to that, I think it's Brendan Petrilli saying that song. But Cooper DeJean will be a safety in base defense.
Yeah.
That's what we found out. That's been the solution, the fact they don't have a second safety next to Makuba. I think for a long time I've been saying that Reed Blankenship, if he's your best safety, I don't know how much I love that safety tandem. Now to say Drew Makuba's your best safety, I don't know how much I love that safety.
No, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's one problem. That's one problem I got for you. Other than that, second problem I got for you, Jahad Campbell, health. Another offseason where he's not going to be a part of OTAs. And, yeah, he'll be out there by training camp. Here's Fangio.
Good. He's just not going to be able to partake in these OTAs till maybe later, maybe not, but he'll be ready for training camp.
We were talking about how much we loved Nakobe Dean last year. This is your replacement for that. Good
and now it's 2 straight years where he's not in offseason because of injuries. And if this continues to be a problem, that's a problem. I don't know what he's got to do to stay healthy. Maybe there's nothing he can do. But Nakobe Dean doesn't get injured last year. Do they try to bring him back? 'Cause I remember at the time saying, I don't know if you can let him leave. And then he got hurt. And it's like, okay, yeah, you can let him leave. Because Nakobe Dean was really good. Like, you got to replace his production. He was really, really good last year. And Campbell's coming in a second year. You don't draft a guy in the first round and then let him sit because you're bringing back another guy unless he shows you nothing.
And last one for you. We'll end on a positive here. Jalen Carter. Apparently getting a little bit earlier work in this year. After last year, we had that whole conversation about him coming in a little out of shape.
I think his shoulders are fine. He's had a good offseason of lifting. I think he started that earlier than normal for him, and you can see the difference in that regard. So, I think he's in a better spot now than he was.
Because Fangio called him out for being out of shape last year. Nice to hear that this year. He got started early, and Fangio thinks he looks good. I don't want to be Nolan Smith when Nolan Smith sees Fangio for the first time because they haven't spoken yet.
Am I wrong to say that he could be better? Like, Jalen Carter could be better.
Yeah, last year he wasn't – I don't think he was he didn't take that next step. Doesn't mean he's not a game wrecker and everybody's like game planning for him.
He's incredible, but I think he can be even more.
Well, I mean, you're looking at, can he be Aaron Donald? Can he be an Aaron Donald type? And
I don't think he's going to total sacks like Donald did, but I think he can wreak havoc like Aaron Donald did.
Yeah, but you're right. Everybody looks at sacks, but everybody that's in the game doesn't worry about his sacks. They're worried about what he does at the line of scrimmage, and he eats up 2 blockers, and he's throwing them around.
Yep.
Yeah, no, he controls the line of scrimmage. And can he be better? Of course he can. Yep. Well, if he came in camp out of shape, of course he can be better.
And don't spit at Dak in game one either.
All right, coming up, Joy of Sports.
Or maybe not.
Russ Joy discussing all of the issues. He questions the answers and answers the questions. That's coming up next. And what did Sean Manion have to say about Jalen Hurts? We have that as well. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5, the Fanatic Sports Update.
Hearing from the coordinators, I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. Yesterday, we got our first chance to hear from Eagles offensive coordinator Sean Manion. Talked a little bit about his early relationship with Jalen Hurts, the experience he's had that'll lead to his play calling, and a number of different things about blending the offense between the Eagles, what they've done before, and what he's bringing to the table. Also, we heard from Vic Fangio for the first time this offseason, and after speculation about retirement, he's back. Don't tell him about that speculation because he was never that close.
No, I wasn't close. I've had those thoughts, and the last few years. Every year at the end of the year, I just think about it, and I never really got serious to where I would have done it.
Well, Vic Fangio's favorite teams open up a 3-game set this weekend. The Phillies and Guardians down at Citizens Bank Park. Guardians 30-22. Phillies sitting at 500. Christopher Sanchez gets the ball for the Phillies tonight. Sixers president of basketball operations search continues. We got a couple of names yesterday from Tony Jones of The Athletic. Looking at the NBA right now, Knicks up 2 games tonight in the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals Game 3 tonight. Union have the last game before the World Cup break on Sunday down in Miami against Air Miami. This update's brought to you by Foreman Mills. Foreman Mills, Philly 2201 Common Ave is open, and the grand deals are still on. Foreman Mills. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic.
back, Middays with Marks. Happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody out there. Not really a sure weekend. And a lot of people probably still go down, but
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't.
Well, if you are one to partake bellying up at a bar, this is ideal. Gives you all the excuse in the world to just go sit at a bar somewhere.
Well, I guess. I don't know. I like to go to the beach at least one of the days. If you have a house, you want to go down just because people are coming down and whatever. But, I like the beach and the weather.
Yeah, look, those days are long gone for me. I could normally slide to you know what? I was just talking about this morning because I go to Stone Harbor. The Icona, whatever. That
hotel?
beach bar. Oh, that beach bar is the best. Now, I could slide away for, like an hour around like 1 o'clock, 1:30 if I play my cards right and belly up there and catch whatever game's on. But that's about it, these days.
I'm already drunk and asleep.
By
1
1:30?
o'clock.
Oh, man.
I'm 3 high noons deep by 9.
Yeah, I'm texting Beef right about 1 o'clock, 1:30. I'm like, all right, where you at? He's waking up.
Aren't you a beach drinker?
Oh, yeah.
What do you drink?
Corona cans, right? Because I'll do the cans. Boom. Nice, easy in a cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coronas. I like Modelo's. I've been heavy into Modelo's lately.
See, I don't drink beer. I don't really want beer. I like the seltzers.
Okay.
You know me.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to try the high noon transfusions. They got new ones.
Yeah, I've had them.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, they're fine.
Transfusion is a big golf drink.
I did not.
Yes, it is the golf drink.
Oh, is that what you drink when you golf?
Love a good tranny.
All right, good. Heard that about you before. All right. So coming up on Thursday from Chickies and Pete's in Marlton, 6 to 8 p.m., we're broadcasting live. Myself, John Kincade, and a group of thousands. It is a Flyers end of the season roundtable / party celebration. Again, Chickies and Pete's in Marlton, Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Special guests and appearances from the Flyers. So we're finalizing who's going to join us from the Flyers, all right? But Jim Jackson, Todd Fedorik's going to be there. Prizes, including Maurice Pierce Ride and Water Park tickets, $100 Rally House gift card, and more. And it's presented by Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app and Chickies and Pete's in Marlton, New Jersey. And, of course, 97.5 The Fanatic, your home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey again Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. Because, go ahead, John.
Well, I know you're bringing on Russ, right?
Right.
And Russ going to be involved?
No.
Oh, no? Oh, my fault.
No, I didn't invite him.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well,
I said I don't want you there.
But you did say the fridge.
Todd Fedorik.
He was just on some podcast, and he talked about the, hey, while you're down there segment of the season, right, with Timmy. Great listen. It was the Nasty Knuckles podcast. But I bring it up because literally, did the season not turn around with that? Think about it.
I don't know. Is that when it happened?
It's kind of what he was spinning. Like, hey, man, we took all the attention off of the play on the ice.
What are you referring to, Sean?
Oh, there was something that was, come on. If you were under a rock, maybe you didn't know about this. And look, when the team is bad, you have some fun. Mics were hot. Timmy said, hey, while you're down there, he made a joke. Oh, well, we move on. However, I thought it was funny. He said it on the podcast yesterday. I watched it. And I think it was great because I didn't really connect the dots. After that situation, this team started going in the right direction.
So some are saying Tim Saunders' off-color joke on a hot mic might have saved the season.
Saved the season.
Russ Joy of Snow the Goalie podcast and the Russ Joy Show, which you can find wherever you get your podcast, Dwayne Reedy, Rite Aid, CVS. He joins us right now, and he's live on Zoom. Hi, Russell.
Hello, gentlemen. How are we doing?
Is that what saved the season?
Well, I would actually argue it's part Tim Saunders, which is, good on him. There's also the Twitter account Tony Escargot that started sending cannoli to people randomly on Twitter, and that also kind of synced up. I don't know if you guys got cannoli. I did multiple times. It was actually pretty wild. This guy was finding people's addresses somehow online. I think he had the cops called on him a few times. Sent it out to Paul Bissonnette. Sent it to Rick Tockett's house. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know who this guy is. But I'll tell you what, God bless him, because I love a good cannoli.
I was dying for this. I was hoping they would find the location of us and send us cannolis. This Tony guy, I was dying to get a cannoli.
I never connected. I had no idea who this was or what the story was because they were eating cannolis in the parking lot the one day, and I was like, what is going on? I didn't know, so this is why.
Some guy was harassing by a cannoli.
That's great.
I did actually have, there were some people who accused me of being Tony Escargot, which I can't be. And they had some people accusing Anthony Sanfilippo of being Tony Escargot, which he also can't be. And I say this because the guy was incredibly witty, spoke about himself in the third person like The Rock. I'm not capable of it. I'm just not.
We still don't know the identity of Tony Escargot?
We do not.
Wow.
And I got to tell you that hopefully I would like to imagine that at some point, someday, I will meet Tony Escargot. I will shake his or her hand. I imagine it's a guy.
We'll be like
I will shake Tony Escargot's hand and thank him for the cannoli.
We'll be like Kaiser Soze, verbal Kint. He stops limping, and it's like, oh my God, it's Kaiser Soze.
I love sports. I love sports because of that.
What a weird. I mean, seriously, what a weird city.
But-
we got weird fandom, and I got to tell you, I think it's the most endearing thing. I was just in Toronto for the last few days, guys. Those fans in Toronto are so miserable right now. I don't usually feel bad for them because like they're a pretty toxic sports market.
Sure.
But yeah, they're just so down on everything. And I'll tell you what, there's nobody in Toronto right now sending cannoli from a random account to
I would agree with that.
Austin Matthews' house.
Well, and that's why the name of the segment's called The Joy of Sports. Because when I think, because sports is supposed to be fun, Russ, and we're talking to Russ Joy, it's supposed to be fun. We're like it's to get away from everyday life. When I think of fun and sports, I think of you and the Russ Joy Show and your sports takes. So that's why we're calling this The Joy of Sports.
I appreciate that. I'm glad I could bring a little bit of joy to your day.
Some sunshine to the day. All right, so Russ, I guess the biggest sports story right now, I mean, there's a bunch that's going on, but you're not limited to obviously you're a big Flyers guy and you have Snow the Goalie podcast, but the Russ Joy Show is really all the other sports that you talk about because I'm not going to pigeonhole you as a Flyers guy because you know your sports, man, and you got good sports takes. I think a lot of Sixers fans are very excited because Bob Myers has taken over the 76ers, and there's going to be a direction for the Sixers. Do you share that sentiment? Are you excited that we've turned the page on Daryl Morey, and Bob Myers is now in charge?
I would have driven Daryl Morey to the airport if allowed the opportunity. I actually don't think I would have wanted to be in the same car, though, because I think the smugness would have just driven me crazy. There's a clip going around. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I think it was from Sloan Analytics Conference or was something. Jackie McMullen was the one moderating the panel, and this is like back in the day. Daryl Morey and Bob Myers on the same panel, and they're talking about, like how to build a team. What do you do if your star player isn't showing the right work ethic, isn't showing the right characteristics, right? And Bob Myers essentially says, well, then you got to go get a different player. And like the rest of the team is going to feed off that. And Daryl Morey very smugly, also then kind of goes after Bob Myers' draft record, which wasn't great. But like Bob Myers was also there. Did he inherit Steph Curry? He did. Did he also draft Draymond Green? Did he go out and sign Andre Iguodala, who was critical to their success? Yes. Did he keep a dynasty very much afloat? Yes, indeed he did. And Daryl Morey, to me, was always the key example. Like, he is maybe, if you put this in the dictionary next to smug or next to know-it-all or smartest guy in the room, Daryl Morey tried to be that guy. Wanted to flaunt his intelligence, wanted to make you feel like you did not understand the sport that you were watching. Yep. And he got so buried in spreadsheets. And it just felt like he never watched the game. There's an old... I'm going to take you guys back. And Sean, I assume you will know this one. On one of the early Kanye West albums, there's like a little segment where the guy says, I'll tell you what, I might not have a house, I might not have anything, but keeps me warm at night? Those degrees. Mm-hmm. And that to me is Daryl Morey. He was wrapping himself in spreadsheets every night. That was what was keeping him warm. Because it sure as hell wasn't the warmth of the Larry O'Brien trophy. Because he can't get a team to the finals. And again, despite acting like the smartest guy in the room, just couldn't do it. So I was thrilled when he was gone. Yeah, I think Bob Myers is going to do a good job in finding that next guy.
So Russ, I was actually, because Daryl Morey didn't say goodbye to Philadelphia. He didn't pen the letter. A lot of times, even if it's a tweet and you don't believe it, you still put it out there because it's the right thing to do. And it's been radio silence from Daryl Morey. But I Googled it on my Daryl Morey goodbye letter just to see if there was something out there I was missing. And you know what I came up with? When he left Houston. So he took out a full-page ad in the newspaper down there. And among the other things that he said, and it was all about him when he did it, among the things that he said, and he put it in bold, James Harden changed my life. He specifically credited James Harden. So you think about that. His entire career is based on a guy that everybody thinks is a major choker in the playoffs and is known for strip clubs and dollar bills and being a great scorer. And they're like, that's Daryl Morey. Seriously, and he credits his career, and now he's not going to do it with Harden because they don't get along. But that's what he built his career on James Harden.
Don't forget. Yeah. Don't forget. Go back to the Ben Simmons trade, which I think. Listen, even if you want to be super critical of Daryl Morey, which I have been many times on my own show, but the trade of sending Ben Simmons away and bringing in James Harden is a net positive, if for no other reason than Harden took Tyrese Maxey under his wing. And I do think that Maxey developed a lot as a player playing with Harden for a limited time. But, like, you potentially passed up on the opportunity to get Tyrese Halliburton out of Sacramento at the time because he was so tied at the hip to James Harden. And let's not forget, like, James Harden was over in Asia. I forget which country, but he was over in Asia.
China.
And he says that, he says that thing where, you know, Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be part of an organization that he is part of. And, like, for you to tie your entire career and your success to one guy, and then it very much seems like stab him in the back, right? Like, we all probably would agree there were some feelers put out that the Sixers were going to give James Harden the max, and then Daryl Morey reneged on that offer, and then all of a sudden James Harden now hates the guy who has kind of ushered him from team to team and brought him in. It's insane. You've never, like, guys, seriously, think about a time in any sports league where a front office executive has hitched his wagon to one specific player, gone on to another organization, and done whatever it took to bring that guy in. Like, I can't think of an example.
And a loser like James Harden, too. And a stone loser like James Harden, who, by the way, is a Hall of Famer, and he actually had good games with the Sixers in the playoffs. But of all the guys you want to align yourself with, the guy that he cares more about, like, Daryl Morey used to allow him, they would schedule their traveling party so he could go to Vegas to party, or he was going to go here to strip clubs and things like that. And that's the kind of culture he set when he came into Philadelphia, Daryl Morey. He's a crumb.
Yeah, he is.
He's a total crumb.
Russ, and great job on the Kanye West drop. I will appreciate that. Yeah, we're going back to 04. That was a school spirit.
This is pre, this is pre all the controversy.
Yeah,
right? We'll separate the artist from the art. Right?
This is when it was, it never left the CD player. Let's put it that way. All right, let's keep it moving though, because Bob Myers, we hit on a little Flyers. I want to bring it over to the Eagles, and of course, Sean Manion spoke yesterday. I came away somewhat impressed. Again, I'm not trying to go over the moon with my enthusiasm, but again, it felt like he belonged there. Your big takeaway from either Manion or Fangio, as we both heard from both those guys yesterday.
Well, so I look at it. I have to be honest with you. I don't really care what Sean Manion has to say. I care about what Sean Manion does in preparation of games, and then actually, like, adjusting in the games. Coordinators can talk, coaches can talk. I don't think much of it matters. I will tell you that, like, the thing that does stand out to me is you see pictures of Jalen Hurts now. You look at pictures and you see videos and appearances of Jalen Hurts now versus last year when Kevin Patullo was in the building. Looks like a totally different guy. Now, is that because Kevin Patullo is gone and he's hit it off well with Sean Mannion, as has been reported? Perhaps. Is because A.J. Brown is very much on his way out, and maybe that really has just kind of been a cloud hovering over the organization? Could be that. I got to tell you, though, I was actually more impressed with, or a little bit more, when I heard Vic Fangio talking about the firing of Rob Thompson. Because I always like when a coach kind of goes outside of his own sport. And Fangio being a local guy, I like him kind of weighing in on those fighting Phils a little bit.
I'm down.
That to me is something that I really get into.
Me too. We talked about it yesterday. I want to hear Vic on the Phillies before anything. That's the lead for me. What does Vic think about it? Yeah, he's down on the Phillies.
That was a great sound drop.
It was, and because him and Robert buddies, right? So it makes sense that he'd be down on him because, like, from his standpoint, he's a coach. And he knows how it works. The players play the games. Like, was Rob Thompson really doing anything that was causing them not to win? Of course not. But he also get to realize how it works, right? So, like, yeah, he's down on the Phillies. He'll be back. Him and Donnie Baseball will be buddies.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it too, it's like Mattingly's got the Phillies playing well too, and he did kind of acknowledge that at the end of his presser there. But, like, you still have guys on that team that are legitimate albatrosses. And, like, I don't think it matters who the manager is. Like, when you've got a guy like Aaron Nola, for example, going out there giving you no chance to win games, like, I don't think it matters, you know? And that guy is an absolute abomination. Like, I don't know. I know this is the joy of sports, as you like
the
to
joy
call
of sports. That's why we bring you on.
That's right.
To feel good.
This is more of a killjoy if you talk about Aaron Nola and what he's done for this team this year. This guy right now is on pace to give up 29 home runs in 32 starts. That's insane. That's a near 1-to-1 ratio of homers to games starting.
It feels like
He's
an
at,
Aaron Nola stat, though, right? Like it feels
does.
like he always gives up a home
No,
run.
Sean unearthed the stat yesterday. What was it?
Out of 613 pitches / pitchers being rated in this analytical category.
So they take every pitcher and their pitches?
and their best, all their pitches.
All their pitches.
And literally, from this one stat, the worst 613 out of 613 possible pitchers, Aaron Nola's four-seam fastball is statistically, in this category, the worst pitch in Major League Baseball. You know what the best pitch is? Christopher Sanchez's changeup. So you have number 1 and 613 in your starting rotation. You got to love it.
It's unbelievable.
It really is.
But there again, like in the way that I look at Daryl Morey and I say smartest guy in the room, trying to be smartest guy in the room, the Phillies have had that as well with Dave Dombrowski at times. And like, listen, you can blame whoever you want, but that Nola contract looked bad at the time. I was like very much against it at the time. I think it was 2 out of his last 3 years leading into it. He had an ERA over 4. And it was like you would get people who would say, well, Aaron Nola still has the stuff of a Cy Young guy. And I'd say, like, physically, for a good part of his career, he did. His stuff was Cy Young contender stuff. But it was the gray matter in between his ears. It was the stuff in his head that he just couldn't ever overcome. And so when they gave him that deal, I was like, man, I get that you don't want to run the risk of losing a player, and you don't think you're going to get true value on the trade market, but holy smokes. At the time, I was like, this is a horrific deal. And it's aged like sour milk. And it'd be one thing if you were looking at him to be a number 1 or a number 2 or even a number 3. Like right now, his only goal should be go out there and pitch like a solid number 4. He can't even do that.
No, he can't. No. I mean,
he's not giving you chances in these games.
He gave you a chance. Like I was just doing this when you were talking about him. I went to an ERA calculator. If he can, over the course of 2 starts, give you 11 innings pitched, so one start he gives you 6 innings, the other start he gives you 5 innings, and he gives up 7 earned runs, that would make his ERA 5.73. Wouldn't you take that if he went 5? Because he went 5 innings and gave up 4 runs. I think I would take that almost every time coming out, because at least he's not giving up 6 or 7. That's where we are with Aaron Nola, Russ, and I don't think it's getting better.
But to only go like 5 innings. So again, like if the threshold here is to try to pitch like a number 4, I still don't like a guy that can only give you 5 innings.
But he's not a number 4.
But I'm just saying because of what it does to your bullpen. Like based on his contract, the bare minimum you should be able to expect is for him to pitch as a 4. And if he's your number 5 making that,
he's making $25 million a year. That's on a 4th starter. Like honestly,
I get it. He's getting paid like a top end pitcher.
It's tough to do. We need to remove how much money he's making and realistically say, what can this guy give us? Which I think is 5 or 6 innings, and he keeps you in the game, which sucks. But what are you going to do? All right, Russell Joy.
The good news is that Mattingly's at least got the guys hitting a little bit better.
Russell Joy, he's got an elite mustache. He probably likes just mustard on a hot dog.
On the Phillies.
Is that true, Russ? Only mustard on a hot dog?
What am I, 3? Yeah. Mustard. It has to be the spicy deli mustard. It has to be the spicy deli. You don't go yellow. Yellow's gross. Ketchup is fine. As a kid, I liked ketchup, and then I, developed a palate, and so
you put mustard on it, yeah.
Pretty good, yeah.
I can't wait to spar with Russ over these. We got to lock in a day? Are we locking in a day to get this?
We'll see, because he's okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm down with it. He's very busy.
Russ is he'll spar with you too. He doesn't hold back.
And by the way, he follows me. He's a stalker. I'm at the Phillies game with 40,000 people, and I'm walking past. Who comes out of the bathroom than Russ carrying his kid over his shoulder? What are you doing? Why are you right next to me?
Hold on. Set the context here. If we're going to accuse stalking, all right? I'm coming out of the pro shop because I'm looking for a hat for my wife. It was Mother's Day.
Nice.
And who approached who? Who approached you, John?
Well, you were pretending you didn't see me, and I had to say something.
I am totally unaware of my surroundings all the time.
That's true. That's true.
That's great.
All right, Russ, I'll see you at Wegmans.
Yeah, 100%. Get ready for that deli counter.
All right, man.
Good seeing you guys.
Take a ticket.
Russ Joy, it's always at the deli counter, too.
I saw somebody the other day at Target, and I kind of I thought it was her, and I put my head down, and then she said, Sean, and I'm like, hey! Because it's always like a weird, I don't want to be weird, but it's
why wouldn't you have just said hi?
Because I wasn't sure if it was her, and I was like, hey!
And it'd been a long time, and you would rather not talk to her?
Yeah, well, no, and not even that. It was just like, keep your head down, I'm always aware of my surroundings. Though. You got to have your head on a swivel, especially this day and age.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I
All
always
right.
tell Kendall that all the time. Head on a swivel.
Well, we'll have the it's all about Ray segment coming up because it's all about Ray. No matter where I go, it's Ray.
Any more DMs?
Ray.
I'm good on that.
No, it's like the world revolves around Ray.
Ray's going to San Diego for a week. It's good to be Ray.
Ray.
It's great.
He's
to
going
be
to
Ray.
Jamaica next month.
Oh.
Ray.
Ray.
I have another story with Ray coming up.
Ray.
Before the news at noon.
How about that?
We still have to get from the joy of sports to the depressing stats Jason Stark gave out yesterday. So we were just talking about Aaron Nola. And by the way, I did a fresh Philly baseball talk last night. We did a lot of Aaron Nola talk. So I'm doing like 15, 20-minute videos. It's on YouTube. So check out 97.5 The Fanatic on YouTube. You should already be subscribed, but you can check that out. Not while we're on the air, of course. But you can check that out. But we'll discuss that. Jason Stark not making you feel better about Aaron Nola at all.
Or the bats.
Yeah, or the bats. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Hearing from the coordinators, I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. Yesterday, we heard from the Eagles coordinators for the first time. OTAs get underway on Tuesday. Vic Fangio, not close to retiring, at least according to Vic Fangio. He's also down on the Phillies. Talked about a number of different things with the defense. And for the first time, we heard from Sean Manion, who got into a number of different things, including his early impressions of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen's been awesome. You know, I really think he can do anything we ask of him. He's accurate. He's a great athlete. He really attacks the fundamentals. That's what's been really fun to watch.
We'll know just what's fun to watch over the next couple of weeks when OTAs officially open up on Tuesday. The Phillies open up a 3-game set with the Guardians tonight. Cleveland comes in 30-22 on the season. The Phillies at 500. Christopher Sanchez on the mound for the Phils tonight. Sixers president basketball operation search continues in the rest of the NBA world. The Knicks are up 2 games to none after a win last night over the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. Western Conference Finals continues tonight, tied at a game apiece. Thunder, Spurs, you can catch coverage beginning at 7:30 tonight. Union have their final game before the World Cup break on Sunday in Miami against Inter Miami. This update is brought to you by Foreman Mills. Foreman Mills, Philly 2201 Cotman Ave is open and the grand deals are still on. Foreman Mills. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
in earlier and agreed with his block party didn't have Walking on Sunshine?
Yeah, Ray, the great, Roy Burton checked in and said, hey, Walking on Sunshine is a block party music, not at my block party. # 2 Americas. Now, he's joking. I was having fun with that. But he's right. He's right. He's right. Hey, look, Ray, you know what? I'm all right with that, man. A little filler. You can't always start at the top. You got to work yourself to that, crescendo, as they say.
Believe it or not, before I worked on this show, I didn't put a lot of playlists together.
Oh.
No?
No.
You did not?
Oh, man, I'm the playlist guru. I thought you would be.
DJ Sean Brace?
Yeah, I thought you would be a playlist type of guy.
No, we have one back at college, but I don't think that one will be very relevant to today.
Well, no, I mean, we're not supposed to be, to be honest, our program director doesn't want us talking about the music. It's just supposed to be generic music, and we come back into the hard-hitting sports conversation.
Jalen Hurts. Right. Will he be successful with Sean Manion?
I believe he will be.
610-632-09. Actually, that's my show tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you on tomorrow?
I'm on tomorrow, 10 to 1. Let's go.
Look at you.
You know who's going to be on the show with me tomorrow?
Not me.
Certainly not me.
And not Ray. No, but I will be joined by Devin Caney's going to be on the show tomorrow. Yes, my good friend Devin. Yes. I dialed up Devin to talk a little Phillies, Fox 29.
Oh, as a guest?
Yeah.
No, I thought you were saying like co-host.
No. So we got some other people that are going to be in the mix. We'll talk some NBA. I'm either going to go Sam or Sean. Sean's got a lot going on these days. He's being approached by a lot to these days.
Sean Bernard?
Yeah, Sean Bernard.
Being approached by media outlets?
Yeah, well, he's catching it from all angles. Like, he can't win in the NBA/Sixers community. If he says something one way, people will rip on him this way. People in important positions are going to say some things to him. And then he comes out the other way, and then people are going to rip on him, and people in important positions are
So the Sixers get mad at him if he's critical of the Sixers.
He hears it from all angles.
Yeah,
man.
but, just use my advice. Don't listen.
That's it.
And don't look at what people say to you. If people want to email me or DM me, then I'm going to see what they say. But if you think you're insulting me via social media, it's going to bother me. I don't see it.
It doesn't bother him either.
Oh, sure it does.
No, I'll tell you what. Like, the Knicks stuff would bother me. It would eventually get to me. It didn't. Like, it's no sweat off his back. Honestly, he's doing it right. He's very
Sean's great.
Yeah, he's money where he's at this stage of his career, of his life. Young, he's about to get married, and he's doing a lot of good things. So I'm looking forward to getting him or Sam on the show tomorrow.
Can I ask for a little bit of help from him, though? Like, man, we had the whole week after the Sixers lost, and I'm sitting here as the guy like, I don't know if we just trade Joel Embiid for a bag of chips, and he was MIA. I needed some support, Sean Bernard.
That is true.
Where are you at?
That is true.
Help me out over here.
Yeah, he was on the ropes, as they say.
I was taking the knockout punch, and he was sitting there like, I'm not tagging into this fight.
He was tweeting yesterday about Bob Myers and put out an article on Crossing Broad, and it's like, all right, he's heel. He's full heel right now.
Yep, he's turned heel. All right, Jason Stark, what do we start now with? On with the guys yesterday afternoon discussing the depressing state of the Phillies, because all in all, it's been a good run here. Now they have 12 tough games coming up, but Aaron Nola.
I'm down on the Phillies.
Aaron Nola not good. Here's Jason Stark on some Aaron Nola stats.
I don't know how anybody can say it's early anymore. This is something they need to figure out and fix. I have a lot of numbers. There's some really scary numbers to tell Aaron Nola's story. How about leadoff hitters have a 448 on base against him? The 3-4 hitters in the other lineup are both slugging over 650 against him. With men on base, we've talked about this for years. Hitters have over 1,000 OPS against him when he's in the stretch, which is 300 points higher than when he's out of the windup. One more thing I noticed in his defense, literally, his defense is not helping him. The Phillies just do not convert enough batted balls into outs. When he's pitching, the average on balls in play is 359. That's the fourth worst in baseball. You know who's third? Jesus Luzardo. You know who's sixth? Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah. Not good.
Yep. I think I actually talked about this last night on Philly Baseball Talk. Doesn't he always have to eliminate the four-seam fastball? And even if it means he's throwing 89, he needs to do a sinker or a cutter or something.
That's what I said yesterday to Zalecki, to Todd.
He just can't.
But he did say that's when he brought up, look, they did a lot of this, pitched backwards. which I don't really necessarily think I've ever heard before. Makes sense, but pitching backwards.
Well,
yeah.
no, Greg Maddux was known to pitch backwards, so it's, hey, that's a fastball count. Don't throw a fastball.
It's great.
Throw the opposite.
If you can locate it.
We can. I mean, his biggest problem is his stuff. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
His stuff stinks.
Yeah, there's no juice to it.
Gets to 2 strikes. And he's laboring. He finally makes a mistake, and it's all right.
Well, he had 2 strikeouts in the first inning, so maybe he's a starter. Or what do they call it?
Opener.
Opener. There. Thank you.
Someone call Ron Hell up. We're going to have him take the 5 innings after Nola.
Well, I mean, they could have re-signed Ranger and had those 2 guys piggyback.
No.
Would only cost them $55 million.
Hey, they did it in Game 3 against the Dodgers.
Listen, Vic Fangio was very happy about
What's
that.
the reasoning behind that?
Early hook.
The thing you talked about with defense there, I don't know how much like defense there is some of that stuff early on to it, but it's so sad when you see him induce weak contact, and it just inevitably flutters to the ground where nobody is. And it's
right.
I don't know where the positioning is on this. I'm not trying to like say that guy in the analytics department that's putting Bryson Stott in his place has no idea what he's doing. But like there was one, I think it was the second inning, where it's like, oh, he got him to like pop one up here. This should work out.
Should have been an out.
And it's like, no, Bryson Stott's up the middle here, and it's going to drop to the ground. He's like, he needs every bit of luck going his way at this point, and he hasn't gotten that.
Yeah.
On top of the fact he's just been bad. Like, I'm not trying to.
No, but his luck
polish
hasn't been
this
good
for you.
either.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. It does seem like that it's like, like a humpback liner at find some room base.
Right. It's like, no, the guy needs it. Please, I'm begging you. We can't strike him out.
I mean, like, and he didn't even walk anybody last start. So it's not like that he had a bunch of walks. He can't put guys away.
Well, that's it. He can't put them away, so he flips it over into the zone, and they're sitting there for it.
All right, quickly, Stark on what is this, Stark?
The struggles against left-handed starters.
Yeah, here it is.
Overall, hitting .217 against left-handers, which is almost at the bottom of the sport. The Braves average is 40 points higher. Their slugging is 60 points higher against left-handers. That's a big problem. But then, how about this? The Phillies right-handed hitters against left-handed starters are hitting .207 with a .281 on base. It's the 3rd worst in Major League Baseball. And there's a lot going on here, too. Back end of the roster has just been awful against left-handers. Marchand, Crawford, Kemp are 6 for 60 against left-handers. But it's JT at .207. It's Trey Turner at .217. Adolis Garcia at .229. Like, to be honest, the more you look at it, doesn't it feel like it's a roster construction problem? They just haven't done a good job of stocking the roster with right-handed hitters.
Nope. And it's going to be the trade deadline thing again. What right-handed bat is available at the trade deadline?
Yeah, well.
They're going to be doing it again.
Trade deadline's a little ways away.
You got to make it there.
Next 3 series, Guardians 30-22, Padres 29-20, Dodgers 31-19.
So that coming up next, we're going to give our prediction on that. We're going to go through the next 12.
Can't wait.
Because Ray's going to be out in San Diego for a couple of those
I'm
games.
down on
3-0.
Yeah?
Yeah. I saw a sweep out there 2 years ago. We're going back for another.
Been
All
to
right.
San Diego 2 years. Look, it's good to be Ray.
Speaking of that, it is Ray's world, and we're just living in it.
Yeah, apparently so.
That's coming up next as well.
Oh, nice.
Middays with Marks, 97.5.
The Phillies.
It's only like $20.
All right.
You know, you can watch games for free out there. Well, you've been to San Diego 100 times more than I have. But, yeah, you can go out into, like, the fence and watch from
How
back
many times
there.
you been to San Diego?
One time.
Okay, so we're tied. Until I get on that plane tomorrow, we're
Oh,
tied.
okay.
Oh, okay. So, but it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, Ray.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my buddy lives out there. A couple of buddies live out there, actually. He got married out there a long time ago.
I have a picture of, like, weren't you out there for that Chargers-Eagles game?
Correct.
Yeah, we were. I don't know. Were we out there? No, because you wouldn't have known me then.
No, that was,
yes.
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 It was 2009.
9.
Yeah.
It was.
Yep. Yeah.
We met up at the and I met your dude.
Did we?
Yes. I was with Io. Me and Io took a rickshaw. Is that what you call it?
You did take a rickshaw, yes.
Yes, us
You
two
did.
rolling through.
You
Fat
did.
cats living life.
You were out there then.
Yes.
That's right.
I have a picture of us out there. That's right. I got to
Yeah.
dig that up.
So
09.
Yeah, so that was my buddy that I went out there. He's actually from New York, so he's a Giants fan, but some Philly guys came out and we stayed at his apartment. He actually his condo was the balcony looked you could see inside Petco Park in the outfield.
Man.
And he was in like right field of Petco Park. So we would sit out there in the balcony, and we would just it wasn't during baseball season or anything. I don't think there wasn't a game going on, but it was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
man.
Gaslamp District's a great time.
Love San Diego.
Yep.
Cannot wait.
Various reasons. All right, they have 12 games coming up. People are going to be like, "Wah, you have tickets for tomorrow. Wah, you have tickets for tomorrow." I have tickets for tomorrow. The weather forecast is windy and rainy and raw, and periods. It's going to be high of 53.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
I mean,
Not tomorrow.
These tickets weren't cheap, and I'm not paying for 25 tickets, but I bought 25 tickets, and other families are giving me money for them.
That stinks.
But still, there's 6. I paid for 7 tickets. I kind of don't want to go because I think they're going to try to make the game happen because it's not supposed to be a steady rain all day. They said periods of rain.
I now check the weather. There was a time in my life where I didn't. And one of the great indicators of bad weather are the number of people that would offer me Phillies tickets because they know I'll go regardless. I've already gotten multiple offers to go tomorrow. That's how you know the weather's going to be off.
You can probably go in game time and get a ticket for $5. Meanwhile, $80 is what the face value.
If it's
of the
supposed to be that bad, maybe they don't play it. Maybe it gets canceled.
Yeah, but it's an American League team that. Well, see, I don't think it's going to be that bad
Well, you do doubleheader the next day.
on a Sunday.
You got to do what you got to do.
I mean, I guess I could go I could go the following day. The weather's not supposed to be as bad. Anyway, so what are we thinking here? They have 3. Let's say they play 3 against the Guardians.
Okay.
Good team. 2 or 3?
Oh, yeah. Well, you would hope. What do we got as far as pitching one more time?
I think it's the good. You have Sanchez tonight.
Yeah.
Sanchez, Wheeler, Luzardo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then give me 2 or 3.
Then that means you go to what?
Is it Luzardo for 3 or is it Painter for the third game?
It might be Painter. You're right. Let me see. Painter.
Okay.
Yep. And
I
so
thought I was seeing Luzardo on Memorial Day,
So Luzardo, Aaron Nola, and then back to Sanchez in San Diego.
which is a big reason why we're going Wednesday.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good game. All right, so let's just say that would we sign up for win 2 of 3, lose 2 of 3?
Wow.
During that stretch.
They're going 4-2.
So you say 4 and 2. I say 3 and 3 because that's what I hope.
Yeah, that is a tough trip to go from Sunday. Yeah, that doubleheader might not happen on Sunday either because they got to go to fly.
Yeah, I don't think they can.
To San Diego to play a 6:40 game.
Well, that's what I'm
there.
saying. They're getting the game in on Saturday. If that means that they're
Yep.
playing in the rain,
There you
which
go.
means we're going to be sitting in the rain. And it's not a 70-degree rain; it's a 53-degree rain
Ooh.
and windy.
That's yeah, 4 o'clock start. Yeah.
And then 3 against the Dodgers, and then 3 against the Padres at home. Honestly, if they can break even on this run, I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine with it.
Sure.
Come back home 500.
You know, look.
I don't want 5 and 7 or 4 and 8.
No, you want to see yourself compete with the best here and rise above. Like I think, man, it's really disheartening to hear those numbers from the offensive side because you want to believe like they're putting it together and you're starting to see something different. But then you hear the analytics or the stats from Stark, and it's like, okay, it brings you back down to reality. They haven't really figured it out too much, but they are hitting the home run. They had a consecutive streak as far as games are concerned with home runs. So if that continues, yeah, sure, they could beat some of these better teams. But the Dodgers are still the Dodgers.
And the Padres are a really good team, too.
They are, too.
Yep.
So, by the way, they're facing each other right now.
All right. Well, it's Ray's world. We're just living in it, right? If you don't know that now, you definitely will figure that out. So my daughter is getting, she needs braces, but she's getting an expander first. Do you know what an expander is? Because I had braces, there was no expander.
No idea.
Expander is where they put this thing underneath, like the top of your mouth, and it expands your palate. So it's more or less breaking your palate to widen it, therefore allowing the teeth that are having problems coming in, it just drops down. So it essentially widens your jaw.
Okay.
Because my daughter has two, like her eye teeth are jammed in there, so it'll widen it, and then theoretically, the teeth should be able to then just drop in there.
Sounds painful.
Then she gets some braces. So here's what you have to do. Ray, did you have braces? Did you have an expander?
I had braces, no expander.
No expander. Okay. So every day you have to crank it. You have to put this tool in her mouth, and there's a hole in the metal bracket that's on the top of her mouth.
Oh, Lord.
And you have to turn it once. You have to do it every day, same time, but every day for the first 2 weeks, and then you go back to the dentist, and then you're doing it again. She wears it for like 6 months. So she just got it on. Yesterday was the first day we had to crank it to expand it. And even with the videos and the instruction thing, we were having problems. So we called my wife called her little best friend because she had the same thing before and they already went through it. And her husband, Chris, had said, I'll come over. They live like a couple minutes from us. Like, I'll come over so I can show you. It's just easier if I can show you. So he comes over, cranks it up, boom. It's like, it's all good. So they're like getting ready to leave. And he says, yeah. So I knew he was a big basketball guy and he coached somewhere. So he ends up being the former head coach at Spring Ford, the boys basketball head coach.
Nice.
And guess who he knows?
Ray Dunn.
Hey, Ray.
How about that?
So he says, oh, yeah, tell Ray I said hi. And I'm like, Ray Dunn? And I'm like, oh, well, Ray did go to Spring Ford. He's like, yeah, he was my play-by-play guy when I was the coach.
Get
and I'm like,
out of here.
I didn't even know he was the head coach. Chris Talley.
Yes.
Shout
Coach
out.
Talley.
Coach Talley. So
you called games in high school?
Correct.
You freak.
He was telling me some story about how the PV students stormed the court, but the game wasn't over.
Most controversial ending to a game. If you were in Montgomery County at that time.
That was a state playoff game?
That was the PAC championship.
Oh, the PAC championship
the conference.
game.
The band is on the field.
The PV put up a banner for 2016 that's just acknowledging the 2016 team because they lost the game. They stormed the court. The refs called a technical foul.
No.
Springford splits the free throws, takes the game to overtime, wins the game in overtime.
No.
So they got a foul shot on a technical foul because the crowd stormed the floor?
Yeah.
That ain't right.
Otherwise, PV wins?
Otherwise, PV wins.
How much time on the clock when they stormed the floor?
It was like 2 seconds.
That's
second.
tough, dude. That is so
Because I
tough.
believe he called a timeout. I got to go back through it because one of my best friends, like now, went to PV. Is years older than me. He was the student manager for that team. There's a great video from our broadcast. I wasn't on the call for that. I was just a student for that one. But of him smacking the table livid when they called the technical foul.
I bet.
How are you going to call technical foul because of the crowd, Ray?
It's the rules, man. It's letter of the law.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Technical foul.
That's why you got to be smart. But we saw multiple times throughout the March Madness, and coaches running off the bench and player, like, you don't call it. Sometimes you could swallow the whistle. You would like to believe you could do that in high school hoops.
Yeah, but anyway, well, it benefited Spring Forward, so I'm sure Ray was happy. But anyway,
shout out Coach Talley.
Shout out to Coach Talley, who's like, yeah, like Ray. And I'm like, everywhere I can't go anywhere without Ray.
No.
Ray.
Hey, Ray.
And my wife talks to me constantly about Ray.
How
Think about that. Does Liz bring up Ray?
No.
Kelly brings up Ray quite often.
I can't really help you on that
He's
one.
my godfather, for crying out loud.
Am I? Can we, at some point today, we need to acknowledge this. I need to talk, speaking of Kelly,
all right, well,
and with all due respect.
We need an update on the Godfather situation. All right, well, there you go. Yes, so Ray, congratulations. I can't avoid Ray no matter where I go. Ray.
Live where I grew up.
I know I do. I know, but you're a big deal in Springford.
It's the one place in the world where I'd be a big deal. I'm overexposed there.
And by the way, the other small world thing is the beef jerky that we brought in before. That's Coach Talley's father-in-law,
which is insane.
Yeah, so the small world of he's a listener. He gave us beef jerky because he's listening to the show, and he's beef jerky company and the pickled onions ends up being your coach essentially of the team that you did play-by-play for.
6 degrees of Chris Talley.
Yes. Or the 6 Degrees of Ray Dunn.
That'd be fun to do.
Coming up next, News at Noon featuring Anthony Rizzo, the Browns, and there's another media beef. Plus, Bryce Harper opened up in a story to the Inquirer. Very interesting. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Coach Speak, I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. We got quite a bit of Coach Speak yesterday from Sean Manion in his first presser with the Philadelphia Eagles. The new offensive coordinator talked about Jalen Hurts preparing the offense and the whole process of getting things off the ground here in Philadelphia. We also heard from Vic Fangio for the first time. Not exactly the guy you Coach Speak from. Fangio touched on a number of different things with defense and also talked about that speculation at the beginning of the offseason that he was going to retire.
No, I wasn't close. I've had those thoughts, the last few years. Every year at the end of the year, I just think about it, and I never really got serious to where I would have done it.
At least according to Vic Fangio, he's got a couple more years in him. His favorite team opens up a 3-game set this weekend down in South Philly against the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians come in 30-22 on the year. Phillies at 500. They'll send Christopher Sanchez to the mound tonight. Sixers president of basketball operations search continues in the rest of the NBA. The Knicks up 2 games to none in the Eastern Conference Finals. Thunder Spurs Game 3 live coverage beginning at 7:30. That one tied up at a game apiece. And the Union have their final game before the World Cup break on Sunday in Miami. This update brought to you by Mattress Firm. Waking up drained? Mattress Firm sleep experts will help you find the right bed for deeper rest at the Memorial Day sale. Mattress Firm, they make sleep easy. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic. I lost the plot with this one for sure.
Yeah, this is more Pee Wee's Big Adventure for me. We're back middays with Mark's Block Party Weekend. Hope everybody headed down the shore, not headed down the shore, whatever. Enjoy the long weekend. You can keep it up a little bit. Sean Brace, based on his behavior at the end of last segment, tequila. I was assuming he was running to the John because he realized we were headed to break and he went sprinting out of here.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know what's going on. I think I know. So my wife likes to buy these shrimp from the store, Giant. And
Frozen shrimp?
No, they're in this container, and they have Old Bay on them. They're really good when you get them and you eat them the day of. This was pushing it last night. This was pushing it. This was, I think, day 4 that the shrimp was in the fridge.
Oh!
Dude.
Monday. So I think she bought them Monday evening. So Tuesday, Wednesday, last night. No, not 4. So 3. Still, though, I thought to myself, all right,
even Tuesday, I may not have eaten it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Certainly not eating it Wednesday.
Thursday. Oh! Yeah, I put extra Old Bay on. There was no scent. They smelled fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're not, though. Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, man. It's there's a volcanic reaction going on. I'm getting my steps in, boys, though. Get my steps in.
But here's the
Misread
thing.
the calculations.
Because we're on.
I don't know.
So our guests now join us via Zoom, right,
Yeah.
Ray? Like Russ Joy, who's got a great setup at home. He looks great in Zoom. So, I mean, honestly, we could give you a Zoom link, and you could do the show from the toilet if you needed to.
If there is another run,
Okay.
I might need to just go ahead and pull up the phone. And
Just give us a courtesy flush before we start the segment.
there's multiple of them. Multiple.
Are you making it to a different floor, or are you going in the
Straight to 6, all the way up. It's honestly really nice studs. I have to.
It's a penthouse up
It is
there.
beautiful up there. There is a shipping place that I'm wondering is that a shipping place? Is that
But
really?
It's also
exist?
more than just because in the bathrooms here, Is there 2 stalls? So it's not really comfortable because if you're in the one stall, then you more or less are
No.
touching feet with someone if someone has to come take a leak in
the
the
worst.
urinal.
The worst.
Upstairs, there's 4 or 5
Correct.
stalls, and it's separate from where the urinals are.
And the sink is on the other side.
So you really
Yeah.
do have some privacy if you need to go to the bathroom.
I stretched my legs out. I was, and I was like, oh, I'm back on air.
Right. Well, just take the segment next
All
time.
right, the phone.
Yeah.
The phone next time I will.
Ray and I can do the segment.
Hey, boys.
Everyone enjoy your lunch.
How's everyone doing?
All right.
I can't believe Vic is.
I'm down on the
I
Phillies.
can't believe it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the news at noon with Ray Dunn. What do we got?
Runs, please.
Yeah.
The news at noon with Ray Dunn. 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 Here it is, the news at noon, slightly transformed. Ray Dunn getting the people informed. Giving us the headline of local insanity of all these hot takes we hear every day. Reddick, Rivers, and Big Skip Bayless. If they say something, Ray's gonna tell us. It's the news at noon with Ray Dunn. The news at noon with Ray Dunn. The news at noon.
So stupid. So stupid.
It's great.
You know.
It's awesome.
There you go.
Oh, it's summertime, boys.
That's
All
it.
right. Let's get to the news at noon with Ray Dunn. We're going to start this with Anthony Rizzo. And these are the type of stories in sports that I could listen to forever because we sit here and take it so seriously, and then you hear something like this, and this is really what ends up changing a guy's season. Anthony Rizzo was telling a story about being in a slump and how Dexter Fowler helped him get out of the slump, and it has literally nothing to do with any of the fundamentals of baseball, swinging a bat, trying to, the pitch here, take this. Now, just listen to him explain how he got out of this slump.
It's hot in August, and we're playing a bunch of games in a row. And I'm sitting in the dugout. I'm like 0 for 3, right? And I'm sitting there literally just like staring at like nothing. I'm like literally staring at nothing. I'm just like, I'm never going to get another hit again. And he walks out to me, out of nowhere, bro, with a double cup of Gatorade, hands me a cup, and he goes, here, man, drink this. I go, what is it? and he knew exactly what I like to drink. It was a Crown and Sprite mixed up perfectly with like their nice little crushed ice. And I took a sip. I go, I needed that. And like, we just sat there and like, I had a few sips. I probably drank most of it, honestly. Sure enough, my next at bat, I hit a f***ing missile.
Dexter Fowler's a good teammate.
Great teammate.
That's good. That's awesome.
Crown and Sprite during the game. You know, look.
Crushed ice like he liked.
Yep.
Made it perfectly for him. Came up, gave it to him. Broke the streak. Got a little buzz.
Staring out into the field. A hot day at Wrigley. Like, my life sucks, man.
Well, how come Nick Castellanos gets ripped for bringing a beer into the dugout? Dugout.
Because the slump continued.
Yeah, because he was threatening Rob Thompson or trying to intimidate Rob Thompson.
Yeah, that's probably
drinking a beer.
Frowned upon. Yeah, Cal Raleigh is struggling in a big way out there in Seattle. If you remember what he was able to do last year, the season that he had, big dumper. This year he's hitting 167. He's only got 7 bombs. But I heard the other day that they literally carried him into the shower full uniform and made him like just hosed him down to get that like stench off him. I don't think it worked. But you'll do anything if you're in that desperate of a spot, right? Like,
remember, Schwarber had 8 straight strikeouts, and did he get a walk or a hit? He didn't strike
he
out.
walked, and the crowd,
walked.
yeah, they were going nuts.
And the dugout gave him a standing ovation.
Pretty good.
Yeah, like that. You can tell the guys aren't. Remember, my reaction to it was, I'm not worried about the team. The team's good. Like, the guys are getting along.
These guys like each other.
Yeah.
It's a long season. As some people would say, you have to remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And it's important when it comes to baseball. We don't have that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on to football. Todd Monken getting a chance to meet with the media. And I'm going to tweet out the screenshot of his face after he said this because I think he realized what he said once he said it. But a reporter wants to know, hey, best player on this team, guy that's had some problems with the organization, new head coach. Have you been able to catch up with Myles Garrett?
Just for the record, have you had any face-to-face with Garrett yet?
Miles?
Yeah.
No.
Myles? No. As in any other Garrett that matters in the Cleveland Browns organization. Oh, yeah, no, Garrett, the guy that cleans the jerseys, he and I have had some face-to-face time. Myles Garrett? No, we haven't talked.
What about Mrs. Garrett from The Facts of Life?
Hello.
It could have been her. What are some other Garretts? Who's Wade Garrett?
Brad Garrett from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Was that his actor? Is that his?
That's his
actual
real.
name?
That's
his
the
real
real
name.
name.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
There you go.
Who's Wade Garrett? A wrestler?
I don't know.
Jason Garrett?
Jason Garrett.
Garrett's a good one.
Garrett Williams, baseball player. I don't know if you just said that. Sorry.
Garrett Nussmeier?
Garrett Nussmeier's a good
that's
one.
a good one.
Yeah. Who else? What other Garrett would he have been referring
Garrett's
to?
a name, man. I don't.
My buddy Garrett?
Yeah.
I had a friend Garrett growing up.
I had a friend Garrett.
Garrett
too.
Toffel.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's actually one of the people that offered me Phillies tickets tomorrow.
How about that?
Garrett Stubbs.
How about that?
Oh yeah, that's an easy one.
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, that's a good one.
Yep.
Okay.
Because he could have made Garrett Stubbs.
He could have.
Todd Monken could have been asked a question about Garrett Stubbs.
Back to Monken, dude. He was ranting about the 7-on-7 yesterday, where they threw an interception. He's like, "Are you kidding me? How embarrassing is that? There's no pass rush. Why we throw?" I don't know if it's going to work, but I love it. I love it.
I could spoil it for you. It's the Browns.
It's not going to work. Yeah, you're right about that.
Hey, Ray.
Who's the quarterback?
Oh, it's got to be Deshaun.
Well, they're giving him the first crack. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be anything.
No, and it's a shame. Just talking about him as a football player. I was a Deshaun Watson fan. You know, I loved what he was doing at Clemson. There were some really good moments with the Texans.
He's a good player.
I didn't think he deserved that type of payday. I understand it. Whatever. It's the Browns at the end of the day. No one wins there, but like I thought he would be a little bit better. But then he's doing all that nonsense. So who knows? Maybe that plays into why he's...
Of course it does. Yeah, of course it does.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, last one for you because this was sent to me. I saw Sean tweeted it at me. I had a couple people say, well, you got to include this one tomorrow. We need this one in the news at noon. And usually, you know, when something's forced upon me like it, I want my creative freedom. But this is the news at noon right here. This is what it is. Colin Cowherd decided, you know what? We're not talking OTAs, not talking postseason in the NBA. We know damn well he wasn't talking NHL or MLB. But he was like, hey, Pablo Torre, you stay away from my favorite magician. How dare you come from my favorite magician? If you remember, O's the Mentalist, taking some flack for Pablo Torre, found him out to be a fraud. As much as a magician could be a fraud, here's Colin Cowherd saying, I love you, Pablo. But Stick to what you know.
We've gone from investigative journalism to debunking the Easter Bunny. Breaking news. David Blaine didn't really float. Pablo, take a deep breath. I love you, man. Magic isn't some peer-reviewed medical journal. It's not an SAT where we review your work. You're watching clips right now. NFL teams, NFL players. Coaches invite O's the Mentalist to lighten the mood from the grind physically and mentally and emotionally of camp. He's wildly entertaining. And we all know he's not a mind reader, except Joe Rogan. He's still on the fence. My point is, there's a reason he is invited like magicians to these organizations. It's entertainment. Is Pablo's next venture proving that Penn and Teller really didn't saw a woman in half?
Ooh. All right, so 2 parts. One, Cowherd, nice work.
Couple of good lines.
Yeah,
Still got his fastball.
some good fastballs there. Definitely catching the corner of the plate there. But O's, the Mentalist, I think is like trying to sell books and go into that world. Again, whatever. You got to make your money wherever you can. But he is trying to like fool people into the fact of like, this is who, I am a mind reader when, there's other stuff involved. Like, I could see it from both ways. For my money, I would rather Pablo focus on some other things that are a little bit more important in the hierarchy of things that matter. But
what, like investigating Bill Belichick and his girlfriend where they stayed? And I mean, come on, it's kind of like
you're right. It's kind of what he does.
Kind of what he does. It's what he feels like doing. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know who O's the Mentalist is.
Yeah,
this
you
was all
do.
news to me. I don't.
He's on all those NFL shows. He does no.
What NFL? All those
like
NFL shows.
The pre-games. He's done a lot of.
I don't really be on the internet.
Okay, are you ready? I don't watch pregame NFL shows.
All right. Yeah,
Where
I guess.
else would I know him from?
Pre-game NFL
so he
shows.
may have like 100 million Instagram followers.
I don't really be on the internet.
Doesn't mean I know who it is. No, and I'm not even trying to be like, get off my lawn, old guy. Before this thing, I kind of felt like an idiot.
You don't know who O's Perlman is. What bothers me that his name is O's.
The whole thing about him bothers me. This is why I'm rooting Pablo on in this one. Colin Cowherd got him good here, and is probably right. Like, maybe there's more important things to go on. But, man, I was so sick of seeing this guy. Oh, congratulations. Our big training camp entertainment this year is going to be O's. We've seen it before. The franchise quarterback gets tricked by this Mentalist. It's not entertaining. I'm done with it.
Well,
when the story first came out, it was like, he's debunking O's. And I'm like, I didn't want to be like, who is that? But I'm thinking like, oh, that's awesome. Like, who's that?
Who's he debunking?
I've been waiting for somebody to get rid of this fraud. Please, Schefter, stop tweeting about this guy. I've got your notifications on to find out when A.J. Brown gets traded. Not that O's played a trick on some franchise quarterback. Oh, Herbert didn't know what was going on.
Dude,
I don't care.
But Cowherd's more or less saying, like he had said, what are we doing, debunking the Easter Bunny? Yeah. And who did he say was floating? And he said, Pablo, take a breath.
David Blaine.
He said, David Blaine's floating. Pablo, take a breath.
It was good. The delivery was good. That's why he's so good.
Yeah, see, I like, I don't know, whatever for Pablo's perspective. But back to O's, he has a book, Read Your Mind, Proven Habits for Success from the World's Greatest Mentalist. I don't have an issue. Like, he can hawk a book. He's going to be on tour. He's at the Borgata in 2 weeks.
Well, so what?
I won't be there.
Yeah, but so what is he? He's an entertainer.
Correct.
It doesn't mean he's actually doing this stuff. He's an entertainer.
Correct.
Like right, for example, a motivational speaker. My wife, some woman who's like a motivational speaker and an author was down at the Met maybe a month ago now. And my wife had no idea. Like, I'm not going to say she didn't know who she was. She wasn't like a big fan or anything, but her girlfriends were like, we want to go down with this. We want to do this. Let's go have dinner. Let's go check this out. So she's like, awesome. And she came home and she's like, yeah, not really for me. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't think it would be. Like, she's a motivational speaker. Like, what does it mean? It just means she's a motivational speaker. She's not doing anything. Doesn't mean she's doing anything. She's entertaining people. People like listening to her talk.
Yeah.
Do people really believe this guy? What does he do? He reads people's minds?
Yeah, he's got some fun tricks.
I mean, do you think he really does that?
I just don't want him shoveled down my throat.
But it's an act.
I don't care. I don't want him anymore. His moment's passed. Get him off my timeline.
Apparently not.
Do people think that he does? Or is it this just a...
I guess. I think
he's an entertainer.
Oh, he's a magician.
Whoa, time out. I put my hand in the air. Like, he does a lot of crazy things. Like, in front of, like, Howard Stern, Rogan, Come on. I don't know. I don't know
Didn't
how
Don Brazier do some trick?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. It's funny you say that. Brazier did a trick
He's
to me
done
the
it to
other
me
day,
too.
and it was like, what? Him and his daughter down at stateside, Phillies or whatever it was, a Phillies game. We'll just say with that. Could have been a Flyers game.
Before a Flyers
It was a game, Flyers game. And he goes, "Do you ever meet my daughter?" I'm like, "No." And she's up there in age, like 20, 21, whatever. And he's like, "Watch this. We communicate without saying that." I'm like, "All right, I got a daughter. I want to know how this works." Literally asked me 3 questions, and like they answered it. Like it was something like my first dog's name, stuff that she wouldn't know, stuff that Brazier just found out 30 seconds before that.
But he's doing a trick because he's done it to me before, and then he explained it. I don't remember the explanation, but it's a trick.
It freaked me out.
Which is great.
But that's my point. It's a trick.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
So what does he do? Like, what's the trick that he does?
He's a mentalist.
Because I've never seen it. So what? He reads your mind?
Yeah. So like I'll give you an example. One of the things he did with Rogan that blew his mind is he pilled his ATM password. Who the hell knows Joe Rogan's ATM password? O's did. Ray. O's did.
Congrats to O's. The whole thing about Pablo Torre is that they're doing pre-production on this.
So I guess enough people do believe that it's real.
I guess it's real.
I don't know if it's real or not.
No, it's not.
The
It's not
ATM.
real.
Then how's he getting it?
How's John Brazier know the answers? Okay, do you think is he a mentalist? Brazier the mentalist?
That
I
night
would
he
take
was.
that
There's
more
a
than
trick.
O's.
There's a trick.
Let's get Brazier on the horn and find out.
Text him. Anyway, news at noon.
There
Thank
you
you.
go. Nice work. Nice
Need
work.
the O's guy to go away. Stop tweeting about him, Shefty. I don't care.
Here's another one for you. He's got a Netflix special that's coming out.
Yeah, he's not going away. He's only going to make more and more money.
I don't have Netflix.
Yeah, I don't think Pablo did himself a favor with this one.
No?
No. I think a lot of people were like, dude, really? Like, all right, go and do something else.
Go chase around Diane Orsini. That's what I'm looking for. I don't care about who's the mentalist.
I'd like to learn more about this Jeffrey Epstein guy. That's what I would like to learn more about. Why don't you put your talents into something that actually matters? All due respect. He just won an award. What did he win? Pablo?
Literally like some
It was a big award.
Some journalism.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's done some good journalism.
I
as
like
well.
Pablo Torre, but put your powers into something that matters.
David Blaine doesn't float. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
A Pulitzer. He won a bleeping Pulitzer.
Yep. Hard-hitting journalism on Jordan Hudson. And Bill Belichick.
Actually, no, that was...
I think it was for the Clippers,
It was
right?
for the Kawhi deal, which was a real deal.
Which, by the way, is that NBA investigation over? I was told the All-Star game.
Dude, come on, man.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, they're making sure they're thorough with that investigation.
Right. Kawhi's career is going to be over before we get anything.
They're not trying to bury it
Those
years
owners.
from now.
We got
Owners
the
run
2028 Clippers pick. I need some answers now. I want to know what that's going to look like.
That's
Good
fair.
point,
That's fair. That's fair. You're right.
Good point. All right, we talk about the summer and heading down the shore. What about the Fanatic deal of the week? Check it out. Maurice Pier. 1 day, same day ride and water park combo for just $70. That's saving a lot of money. Unlimited rides on all 3 piers. Access to both water parks for the entire day. While supplies last, get the deal. 975thefanatic.com/deals. There you go. All right, so Bryce Harper spoke with Scott Lauber of The Inquirer, and he opened up about a couple different subjects here. We'll talk about it. Bryce putting himself together a very, very nice season. Sean looks shocked.
I did not know this. When did this come out?
Today?
Oh.
5 o'clock this morning.
I did not see this. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've been all ready to go for Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We'll talk about it coming up. 610-632-0975, 610-632-0975. It's Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Coach is talking. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. We got to hear from the Eagles coordinators yesterday for the first time ahead of OTAs on Tuesday. Sean Manion got a chance to talk about a number of different things, including the offense, building it, the process of becoming the offensive coordinator, play calling philosophy, and, of course, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Jalen's been awesome. I really think he can do anything we ask of him. He's accurate. He's a great athlete. He really attacks the fundamentals. That's what's been really fun to watch.
Let's see what else he finds fun to watch. Vic Fangio, not necessarily finding the Phillies fun to watch right now. Talked about retirement still being a couple of years away, a couple of different defensive personnel thing. We'll continue to get through everything the coordinator said throughout the show today. Phillies open up a 3-game set this weekend with the Guardians, who are 30-22. Phils have Christopher Sanchez on the mound tonight. In the NBA world last night, the Knicks went up 2 games to none in the Eastern Conference Finals. Thunder Spurs at a game apiece. Game 3, live coverage be right here on the Fanatic. The Union have their last game before the World Cup break on Sunday. They're in Miami. We'll have that game for you right here on the Fanatic as well. This update's brought to you by Taco Bell. Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Box with the triple-double crunch wrap. Just don't let the Lux go to your head. Limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. A specialty beverage excluded. Tax extra. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic.
That's a good one.
Great one. You know, the trend in Major League Baseball now is the people tarps off, taking their shirts off. This is a good tune to do that, too.
St. Louis did that.
Yeah, but everybody's doing it now.
Oh, now they are.
We did it. There was a section in the Phillies a couple of days ago.
You took your shirt off?
I would
At
do
the
it.
game?
If I was at the game in that raucous of a section, I would join the boys in removing my tarp. I love when they go tarps off. The kids at Wings games, oh, it's great. You got like 10, 12-year-old boys running around, no shirts on like crazy animals.
Awesome.
Love it.
Right?
You'll be shocked to find out that I had a birthday party at the Reading Phillies, and we got yelled at for that exact thing.
Boo.
You took your shirt off at a Reading Phillies game?
How about that? We were 12.
No, I just wouldn't have thought that was you.
Might not have been me, but it was the group I was with.
Tarps off. It's a big thing in the MLB. Let's go.
All right. Well, there you go.
It is a St. Louis thing, but come on, man. Everybody takes
It is?
Well, that's where it started.
this year.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't know if it was
It
like
was
a
a-
city thing where like St. Louis
No.
people just walk around shirtless.
It was a college team that was taken in the game that ended up taking off their shirt, and they came back, and like the entire right field was going crazy, and the manager of the Cardinals kind of was like, "Wow, that was an amazing atmosphere."
I think he brought him into the locker room after the game.
So the next night, he's like, "Hey," he bought them all tickets. So he bought like 50 tickets, and they came back. And then after the game, they brought them all into the locker room.
Out of here.
And then that right field became a hot selling ticket because it was a smart move because then it gets like, and so the players were like, "Wow, this is really cool." It brought some juice to the house and everything else. So that's how it all started. So being in right field, you're almost required if you're getting tickets out there to not wear a shirt.
Aren't sports the best?
Yeah, like it's a great story. It was a couple weeks ago.
28-21 Cardinals in the toughest division in baseball. They're in a Central. Third place.
See that home record?
Home, they are 13-13. They need more tarps off.
Yep. Right?
15-8 on the road. What, you said to me in St. Louis?
Go to St. Louis. Take your shirt off.
No, when I think of taking shirts off, I was always jealous of the people in Wrigley out there in the bleachers. Like the old school 80s, late 80s, early 90s, Harry, Carrie on the call. Beautiful.
Cubs,
2 o'clock, sun shining. And you got,
unemployed, fat Chicago guys.
that's what it's all about, man.
Watching little baseball.
What sports is about.
That's what
Fat,
sports.
unemployed Chicagoans.
Yep, on WGN, watching the game.
Yeah.
See, when you said Harry there, I didn't think you were going Carrie. I thought you meant just the dudes were Harry.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
They may have been hairy.
Muff was in.
There you go.
I hear it's making a comeback, actually.
I did really?
Yeah.
I hope not.
How's my muff looking?
Terrible. No, it's getting there. Your rat tail's looking better.
Yeah,
It can show.
It's definitely the rat tail.
It's there.
It's
there.
Yeah,
It's there.
It's not the best look for me.
All right, you know who's here starting tonight? How about that Rhys Hoskins? Here's the pitch. He's with Cleveland now, Rhys Hoskins. So the Inquirer, Scott Lauber, spoke with Bryce Harper. And really, like, wouldn't you say the meat and potatoes of the article is about Rhys Hoskins and really how Bryce Harper got his start at first base? You remember, Rhys in spring training was it his Achilles that he blew out?
It was his ACL.
Was it his knee? All right, it was his knee. Yeah, it was his ACL. And then they don't have a first baseman. Bryce Harper comes up. He plays first base. And the rest is really history. So he was the first baseman for that entire year. He liked it. He was good at doing it. Rhys Hoskins becomes a free agent. And they say, you know what? We're obviously not going to bring you back because Bryce Harper is our first baseman. Bryce talks about how it's kind of bittersweet because Rhys Hoskins is one of his favorite teammates that he's ever had. Who doesn't love Rhys? Right? Rhys was awesome.
Losing.
But so it gets into the story and they talk about a little bit about, well, if that doesn't happen, Rhys Hoskins could still be the right-handed bat in this lineup that could be protecting Bryce Harper. And what I say to that is, does Scott Lauber not have eyes to see what Rhys Hoskins has done since he left Philadelphia a couple years ago? And this isn't a rip at Scott. It's like Rhys Hoskins is a part-time player that didn't have a job until deep in spring training this year, right? He's hitting under 200 this year. So the idea that Rhys Hoskins would still be playing first base, a position which, by the way, he could barely play years ago.
Yeah.
He couldn't catch the ball at first base. He was dropping the ball thrown to him by Trey Turner and others. Bryce Harper also talks about the idea of moving back to right field for our first baseman, and he had makes it pretty clear that he would do it in the right situation for a limited basis. He's a first baseman. Bryce Harper's not playing right field on a full-time basis anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that is something that we would like to see, right? Again, name the player, and then I could answer this question a little bit further, but for right here, right now. Now, it's funny because I would have went, like last week, if you brought this up to me, I would have went a little bit more enthused on my answer about Bryce Harper playing first base, but he hasn't been the smoothest guy out there on the diamond as of late. But he is a hell of an athlete, hell of a ball player, and has picked up that position and then some. So I am totally comfortable, totally fine with Bryce Harper being the first baseman for the upcoming couple seasons here. And you know what? Man, I'm not ready. Garcia, I'm not ready to just pour dirt on him, man. I'm not. He's going to figure it out. He's going to figure it out at the dish because he can play the hell out of right field.
Yeah.
That dude is really damn good out there. He has a great glove, really good pickup, chasing balls that Nick Castellanos would never even come close to getting.
He's a gold glove caliber right fielder.
Absolutely.
And it makes his struggles at the dish a little bit more palatable.
It sucks.
Because he's good. I mean, the difference is, I don't know. I mean, you're saying he's going to figure it out. I mean, why? Because you say he's going to figure it out? I don't.
Because I have my fingers crossed.
Well, because you have the over on 80 home runs for the season.
Yeah,
so
I think the under is going to cash on that one. He's got 4. Yucky. How is that guy that bad?
Do you know who Pedro Serrano is?
Yes.
So what did they do to Pedro Serrano?
Bought him a.
Don't throw him the fastballs.
Oh, yeah. Well, so we got to sacrifice a chicken, I think.
Remember in batting practice, it's just like, this guy's the best. He's just throwing him fastballs and he's hitting a home run. He's like, what? This guy's the best. What's the problem? He's like, don't throw him fastballs anymore. And he starts throwing change-ups and he's whiffing at everything.
Yep.
It's the approach at the plate. I don't know how many times I could have said it after they signed him. There's a reason why his on-base percentage was 283 or 284 the last 2 years. And that's exactly what we've seen. I mean, like, he's great defensively for the most part. I mean, he does hit the ball hard when he hits it.
Yep.
But he's exactly what you thought he was going to be if you look at his numbers from the last 2 years, Ray.
Yeah, he's pretty much exactly what you thought you were getting, what you feared you were getting.
Yes.
Yeah, you were hoping that. But there's a reason why a Gold Glove caliber right fielder was available for $10 million, who had once hit almost 40 home runs
on a year.
Yeah,
It's who won a World Series and was a big part of winning that World Series. He was hot. So I mean, I think what you hope for is that he has a stretch where he's hot and he's able to carry the lineup because I don't know what he was doing in the World Series that he was hitting the ball like he was, but at least the pure power potential is there, and you don't have to worry about him. He's screwing you in right field.
Yeah. Maybe a standing ovation will help?
No.
Oh.
No?
No? Okay.
Can I say something with all love and respect to Bryce Harper?
Yeah.
Can we stop playing the hit of I would play right field if the right situation becomes available?
But he's not really saying that if you look at it. Everybody else wants him to do that. He's not really saying that. I got to find the quote where he says it. It's if Bryce comes out and says, I'm not playing right field no matter what. I don't care what player you get. He looks like a selfish a-hole.
Yeah, he looks pretty selfish, but the whole batting second and Don Mattingly saying that he didn't want to, right?
Here's his quote. I have no desire to do it long term, but if the right player comes along and that's what we need, I'd be open to it. That's as real as it gets. I still feel like I can throw a baseball from right field and I can catch a fly ball. It's been a long time, but I would do it in a heartbeat for us to win a World Series.
I love it. That's the leadership right there, Ray.
2 graphs later. I don't think there was any opportunity to talk my way into right field at all. If I was going to do whatever they wanted me to do. If after 22 they wanted me to move back out, I would have went back out there. I'm comfortable out there. I like playing out there. But I've gotten very comfortable at first base. I feel like I'm pretty good over there as well. He's not playing right field again.
I respect
We're all
that.
on the same side of that one.
Yeah, he's not.
I would just like to stop playing the hit of, I could move out there. I could move out there. Because they're not going to make a trade to move him back out there. He could say he wants to, but the team's not going to.
But he's being asked the question, and if he answers the question of, I'm not playing right field, dummy, stop asking me that question, then he comes off looking like a selfish a-hole. So he's saying to win a World Series, if it was like, hey, can you play some right field so we can get this guy, he's saying he'd be open to it.
After talking to the organization, they've decided that our best path forward is having me at first base. Because that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter.
But the reason he's asked the question is the pieces on Rhys Hoskins.
I get it.
Okay. I'm not going to criticize Bryce over this. I'm not.
No.
But we get this story. We're going to get it again in July. We've gotten it the last couple of years to talk about right-handed bats, what you can add here and there. We get it all the time. The truth of the matter is, and maybe it's criticism of the organization at large, not just Bryce Harper. This whole notion that they're going to move him back out there, they're not going to.
They're not. No, but I mean, the bigger problem is because he said it that one time. Now everybody will say, yeah, and you'll see it in comments on social media. But Bryce said he would play right field. And I've been saying this for 2 years. He ain't playing right field anymore. He's a first baseman. He ain't playing. I don't want him playing right field.
And if we go back and do the whole revisionist thing on Rhys Hoskins, more than likely it would have aged poorly as a contract. They would have given him a thank you contract that he wouldn't be that guy. The bigger problem with this organization, they haven't replaced the right-handed bat. That's the problem.
No, you're absolutely
They haven't
right.
replaced what his production was as a right-handed bat, not that it would have been him.
Since Rhys Hoskins left, he batted 214, 237, 185. He had the good power year with Milwaukee. He had 26 home runs. He batted 214. He's a DH at that. That would have been
one of those.
That would have been a bad contract. And you're moving Bryce Harper to right field to re-sign Rhys Hoskins, who couldn't even play the position before he got injured.
No.
He sucked at first base. He had playoff games. He was dropping routine balls that were thrown to him as a first baseman. And I love Rhys Hoskins. I love Rhys Hoskins. He's one of my favorite Phillies.
Bedlam at the bank
of that era, man. His wife, he became a big part of the community. They were buying beers for people at games. I'm a fan.
That's.
I'm a fan of Rhys, man.
It's the first things we got to go to. The Bedlam at the bank, and his wife was buying beers for everybody.
He was a good player.
Yeah,
Rhys was a good
He was
player
here for a long time.
Yep. Draft pick, made his way up through the organization. Where'd he go to college, Sean?
Oh, God.
How about that Sacramento State?
Yeah.
He played left field a little bit early in his career, and then they tried him again, and he was just, it was terrible, as you might imagine.
If you can get Vladdy at the trade deadline, you're not bumping Rice out the right.
And then Vladdy plays
Matt
first base
Olson. You get Matt Olson at first base, you're not bumping. That's what he's talking about, Ray. You go and get one of those guys.
You know what? You go put together the package for Vladdy and Matt Olson. Yeah, Braves, by the way, you're winning the division. Give us your first baseman.
Just saying.
Crock of crap we keep trying to sell here.
And Bryce, you're playing right field for the next 10 years because that's how long Vladdy's contract runs. Coming up, ton of voice memos, and also a caller from San Diego anxiously awaiting Ray's arrival.
How about that?
And we have Vish in Levittown. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks 97.5.
The Flyers.
This would probably be my number 2 block party song.
Nice. I think Questlove has a new Earth, Wind, and Fire documentary.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
Just started pumping it out there.
All right. Here comes Sean's part.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Crank it up. Crank it up. Crank it up. I don't know. I've heard this song 500,000 times, and I still have no idea what the lyrics are.
That's just body.
Body, body to body. Body, ah.
That's Philip Bailey, who later did the Easy Lover with Phil Collins. And that's really the first time I heard of Philip Bailey. Because Earth, Wind, and Fire is like late 70s, early 80s, right?
All right.
I was born in 76, so. But yeah, I was a big Phil Collins fan. And then Philip, he went solo from Genesis, and then all of a sudden Philip Bailey did this music video.
So good.
It was a great one.
Great song.
She's an Easy Lover.
Oh, man. You're talking about two icons there.
She's got a hold on you, believe it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Ray, when do you leave for San Diego, Ray?
Tomorrow.
You flying direct?
Flying direct.
When's your flight?
3:55
afternoon. So pretty much the time difference plus 2 hours. So you're landing like 6 o'clock.
Around 6 o'clock.
He's going to be smashed by the time that flight lands.
And where are you staying?
Airbnb right somewhere in Gaslamp.
Okay.
Like around the corner from the ballpark.
So you going out with buddies?
Yeah.
So you're in a nice condo, couple bedrooms, gas lamp.
Dude. It's good to be Ray, John. It's good to be Ray.
Hey, Ray.
We already know what bar we're hitting Saturday night. We know we're getting the tacos in the Gaslamp district. All I got to do is just get to the flight.
All aboard.
All you got to do is make it to tomorrow, Ray. And you got to take off.
Yeah. Please don't let this weather. Please, I'm begging you. I got a Sunday put together with my childhood best friend. Like, please.
Look at you. Oh, will Penn State Evan, we've talked to Evan numerous times here. He's in San Diego, and he is anxiously awaiting Ray's arrival in San Diego. Is he picking you up at the airport, Ray?
Maybe after this phone call.
Penn State Evan, hello. How are you?
I'm doing great, John. It's all anybody can talk about in San Diego is the arrival of Ray Dunn. Now that we know that he's leaving at 3:55, we'll back into the flight.
How about
the airline? We'll have the welcome party ready for Ray.
Let's do it.
Couple micheladas.
Yes.
For him on the way to the condo.
Yes.
Get him into the San Diego flair right off the bat.
Let's go.
What do you say, Ray?
I'm in.
Oh, he's in.
Ray, I'm going to the game. We're going Tuesday night, man. You're going to get the nice Aloha patriotic giveaway shirt, and then I'm pulling the boy out of school Wednesday to
there's a giveaway. There's a giveaway Tuesday night?
There is a giveaway Tuesday
night.
It's an Aloha shirt? Oh my God.
Aloha patriotic shirt. Yeah, it's got like the Blue Angels on it, and it's a nice item.
I look forward to it.
Oh God.
Dude.
Ray, where are your seats, Ray?
Tuesday, I think we are we're 301, I think, on Tuesday.
Okay.
Why don't you guys take text or something?
Yeah.
And you can meet up.
Yeah. Shoot the text line a message right now.
You got it, man. Hey, real quick, John. Two real quick things. As the official Nick Castellanos correspondent, I want to say he did save Mother's Day here for all the Padres fans. If he didn't do that, I think he probably would have been DFA'd by now. He's making errors, not only in right field, but he's making them at first base, too, which is exciting to watch.
Yeah, I text my guys, Ben and Wood and Paulie, their producer. I text them after I see something with Castellanos, and they're like, yeah, you were right about Nick. He's horrible defensively. He's not very good, but he's had some timely hits this year.
Yeah, that one on Mother's Day was great. And then I was, as Ray coming out here, I was thinking, years ago when I was, didn't have kids and would go down to the gas lamp before the games. There's this great bar right by Petco called the Tilted Kilt. It's like Hooters, except the girls were really super hot.
There was one out here. The girls there are really classy. At least the ones in King of Prussia were. Sean,
I DJ'd there.
I know you did. Is there one still in San Diego?
Well, there was one right outside of Petco. It's closed down now, but years ago I was there with clients, and Andy Ashby was there, and everyone was up. everyone was going up and kind of kissing his ass, and I went up to him and I go, are you Andy Ashby? And he goes, yeah, expecting me to tell him how great he was. I go, oh, well, I've been waiting my whole life to tell you this. From the city of Philadelphia, go F yourself. And he went nuts, and his sister tried to fight me. She went even more ballistic. So it was just, he goes, typical Philly. But I was just so happy that I kind of settled the score. I mean, you flip the double bird to the Philadelphia fan base, and you don't expect somebody to call you out on it?
Back in what, 92?
No, he was Kurt Schilling's. The Ed Wade move was, we're going to win with pitching. We have Kurt Schilling, and we're going to bring in Andy Ashby, because at the time he was coming off a really good season in San Diego, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And he came in here and he shut down immediately, because this is Philadelphia that you're playing in. So you come out and you have a couple bad starts, he starts getting booed. He never had a chance. Never had a chance.
No, the reason why he got booed off the mound, and then he flipped the fans the double bird.
Yep. I remember that. Yeah, but he was pretty good. I think he was a sinker ball pitcher. He wasn't a strikeout pitcher. It's not a good match for Philadelphia. There's a lot of people that aren't good matches to play in. He was one.
I love that.
All right, so listen, Evan, you guys meet up, and I'm looking at the shirt right now, Ray. Thank you, Evan. I mean, pretty ugly, but pretty cool. Did you see it?
I didn't see it. We were just joking around about the fact we were getting a shirt that I don't think any of us will wear a second time.
It's pretty cool. It has it's all white, has Padres on it, has some flags, has some like Hawaiian flowers on it. Not what I was expecting, but nevertheless cool. It's cool.
If there's one thing we could take from the Padres and from the experience at Petco Park that we could bring here, and I'm upset I'm going to miss it, party at the park out there. 2 hours before the game, gates open at Petco Park, $5 beers for those 2 hours on a Friday night leading into the game. That's the one thing. They do exceptionally well out there.
They sure do.
I did that last time when I was out there. I'm mad that it's not a Friday night game this time around, because by the time that game started, I would have enjoyed watching Aaron Nola pitch the way we were.
Good.
Do you know who it was involved in that trade in 99 from the Padres to the Phillies? Traded from the Padres, Ashby to the Phillies. Phillies sent who? Oh, man. If you pulled this one, it wouldn't shock me if you knew it.
An outfielder?
1999. I don't have positions in front of me. I got 3 names. No, 3 pitchers.
Ooh, 3 pitchers. I don't remember.
Carlton Lower. Lower. Steve Montgomery.
Reliever.
Adam Eaton.
Yeah. And then Adam Eaton came back years later with the 08 team.
How wild is that?
I think he flipped off the fans, too. Adam Eaton was a high draft pick. Carlton Lower was a pretty big prospect. Steve Montgomery was just a reliever. Carlton Lower was like a big dude, kind of like Roy Halladay, like size. So, yeah, I remember Carlton Lower.
He was 17-9, 3.34 ERA as the Padres reached the World Series in 98. Then he went 14-10, 3.80 in 99. All right. Man, I'll tell you what. You can't be telling people to F up. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't.
He seemed surprised that they got pissed at him when he told him to F off.
I was like actually rooting for the sister. Sorry. Good luck with Evan out there, Ray. Nice work.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah,
Michael that's been DMing me. We're going to have a whole bunch of listeners
nice,
out there.
dude. Enjoy it.
Do you remember doing a show on Radio Row next to Dan Cilio?
Oh, what a maniac.
Do you remember doing that?
No.
You don't?
Where?
In Vegas, after one of the fight. He was next to us when we were doing Middays, because he was doing his morning show. He did morning radio in San Diego on the Mighty 1090, and he was so bad. I emailed the program director at the airport and said, "Your guy really sucks. You should hire me." And he emailed me back and said, "I just looked at your work. I really think you're good."
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, he's an absolute maniac. That still gets pumped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
On my TV screen the other day, I'm like, how is this guy on television?
Coming up, as a Jalen guy, Sean Brace was thrilled when he heard from his buddy Sean Manion yesterday. Also, do you believe the New York Knicks can win an NBA title? Please no. And Ish says goodbye to Ray as Ray takes off for the West Coast.
Oh, really?
And we have voice memos. We have a bunch of voice memos. All right, voice memos next segment as well. Middays with Marks 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Heard from the coordinators. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. It's brought to you by Foreman Mills. Foreman Mills, Philly 2201 Cottman Ave is open. The grand deals are still on. Foreman Mills. Eagles had their coordinators talk yesterday. Sean Manion had his chance for the first time to address the Philadelphia media since being named the offensive coordinator of your Philadelphia Eagles. Talked about Jalen Hurts, blended the offense, a number of different things. We also heard from Vic Fangio for the first time this offseason ahead of OTAs. They wanted to let everyone know he wasn't close to retire.
No, I wasn't close. I've had those thoughts, and, the last few years. Every year at the end of the year, I just think about it, and I never really got serious to where I would have done it.
Fangio's favorite team, the Phillies, open up a 3-game set with the Cleveland Guardians tonight. Guardians 30-22 on the season. Phillies are going to send out Christopher Sanchez to the mound tonight. Sixers continue the president of basketball operations search. We'll keep you updated with anything that happens there. And the Union have their final game before the World Cup break on Sunday in Miami. You can listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. This update's also brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call 24-hour victim helpline 877-MAD-HELP. Visit MAD.org. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Gin and juice, is this a...
Oh, it's a throwback.
Block party?
Yeah, why not? You can mess with it. Now, in the grand scheme of things, for if I am playing a Dr. Dre / Snoop song,
No, it's like this and like that and like this in it.
I could go nothing but a G thing.
Right.
Smoking and dope.
Laid back. Yeah. I wasn't a Snoop solo fan. Like this was the Doggy Style. This was his debut or his first solo album. And it was good. The Shiznit would be the Snoop song that I would play.
The Shiz.
G's up, O's down. While you MFers bounce at us. Da 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 da
Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah, that's the one right there.
I'm Snoop Doggy. I got a fat dub.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're back.
And better than ever.
It is, and better than ever, Mike and Mike.
Snoop's still doing it, too. How old is Snoop? Snoop's 54. Now
Is he only 54?
He looks 54. He looks
older than 54. Well, that partying will do it to you.
Yeah, and he got the dreads, and there's a lot of gray hair in the dreads.
So you know what's interesting about Snoop? It's like this when you watch The Voice. Like, for example, my mom. My mom knows who Adam Levine is because of The Voice, not because of Maroon 5. I know of Adam Levine because of Maroon 5, and obviously I know that he's done The Voice for like 10, 15 years, whatever it is now.
Mm-hmm.
But you get a whole new generation of fans. And now, if you're my mom's age, now you're looking at Adam Levine songs. You're like, oh, he's really good. You know, like it works out so well. Snoop Dogg was a coach on The Voice.
Yeah.
So my kids who like The Voice now know Snoop Dogg, not like I knew Snoop Dogg from 30-some years ago, know Snoop Dogg because he's funny on The Voice. Snoop Dogg is an entertainer, and he is so gifted at all the nonsense that he does. And like he's at his best when he's collaborating, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it's crazy to think that, like, my kids know who Snoop Dogg is because they watch The Voice.
We're talking about Snoop Dogg, the chef, right?
Yes,
the
Snoop Dogg.
world-renowned chef.
Yes, the world-renowned chef.
But not to be confused with Snoop Dogg, the Olympic commentator.
Correct, on NBC, correct.
D-O-double-G.
No, but it also is in Snoop Dogg, the Crip, which he was early on in his.
That is true. That is true.
Guy's completed so many great side quests.
Oh, my God. Dude, he's lived a full life.
That's how you want to do it.
Yeah.
You want to make it doing one thing and make it so well that everyone's like, you know what? It would make sense to have Snoop Dogg here to do this.
So with Ray, he'll do the reverse. He starts off doing play-by-play, like high school play-by-play, ESPN Plus play-by-play. Then he's like a big talk show host. When Ray's older, he gets incarcerated for drug dealing and gang banging. Right?
How about that?
I could see it.
Snoop did the opposite. He evolved into but you can go the other way. You can be a play-by-play guy early and then a criminal later.
I was kind of hoping we were going to go with no. Ray starts to do all these side quests and he does all the fun stuff. But yeah. I mean,
well, I think your alcoholism will lead you down.
Hey, I had reason to quit. I was a godfather there for 48 hours.
Yeah, you don't need to be quitting. All right,
not good for the show.
No one is drinking anymore. Okay, only us old people. So I need you to stay with it. John sounds like my wife, just when he comes at you about the boozing, all right?
Listen, I got thoughts of you and you're drinking.
How about that?
Oh, but I'm done. Like, I'm old, so obviously
you're not.
You're trying to push your wisdom on him.
No, but he has not been drinking recently.
I have not been. During the week. Yeah, during the week I have not. Weekend, I'm still a weekend warrior. I'm actually jonesing tonight. I am. I need a little Modelo in my life tonight.
Are you going out, though?
No, I'm not going out. I'm trying to figure something out for this weekend. But I did text the buddy. I said, yo, I'm up for a beer tonight.
So the text messages are already coming in with from the other families that are going to the Phillies game, being like, hey, is the game going to get postponed? And like when I'm trying to explain to people that don't tip it, like we know baseball, we know how the games work. We know how the Phillies love to have people come down to the games before calling it. So I've been trying to explain to my wife all week, unless it's going to rain all day, they're probably not going to postpone the game. They're going to make us go down and sit in it, and then they could postpone the game. I kind of just want to not go and whatever.
See, weather games always add a new element. Now, I'm very cautious to say that because you got kids, and it just changes everything. So if you were going, you and Liz, it'd be like, all right, let's go. We can mess around, have some fun, whatever. But then you add kids to the equation, and everything changes. So, look, my favorite sporting event ever, the Snow Bowl. Okay? So if I had the attitude that you have right now, like, I'm not going. It's going to be snowing. I would have missed out on my favorite sporting event of all time. I don't think that Phillies on Saturday is going to compare to that game against Detroit.
A favorite. I don't think so either.
But
a Phillies game in May against the Guardians.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to reach that level, but it could be something that you're not prepared for.
If it was in the 70s and it was raining,
different story.
50 degrees and raining,
that sucks.
And breezy.
Yeah. You might as well just, you know what? Go down, and if you don't go to the game, go to a live casino, get a steak.
Definitely with
the kids.
I'm taking 5 children in my minivan.
I mean,
how about that?
I feel like the listening skills on this one.
Definitely. Yep.
Live casino for a steak.
You know what? A smoke, some drinks, a steak, and then some table games. My oldest Gianna she can throw the dice and craps.
You know what? Pick up Skinny Joey while you're down there too.
Why not?
Joey, have him hop in.
Good idea. Let me text that back as a response. All right, we'll get back into the sports. Let's go to Ish. Ish in Levittown. Ish, how are you, buddy? I'm not able to pull up anybody on here, and I don't know why, Ray. Ish, are you there? Is it or is our phones down?
Oh.
I don't know.
That's not good.
Whatever. Ish?
Hello?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, man, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. First I want to say I love you guys' show. You guys bring a lot of joy in the afternoon. I really appreciate it.
Oh, we think that is.
Thank you, Ish.
I have a question. So, with this new offense, I heard Sean Manion talk. With this new offense, I know it's almost the summer and OTAs. What is, like, isn't this going to take time to build? And you know how the Eagles fans, you know how we are. Like, are we going to actually give it time to, like, build up? Like, because if it's a bad year, it's going to be bad. So, like, what can we expect this season? Because I'm still confused about what's the direction of the team.
Yes. Oh, so you're looking for more than one season of patience from the fans. Yeah, I think the fans will be fine if they're a little sluggish next year. As long as we think in 2027 things will be better. Yep, I think the fans will be patient. No, if they suck in week 2, people are going to be fired, according to the fans. No, I mean, and honestly, it's a really, really good point. I mean, I don't know. Is it going to take some time? It is a new offense. I don't think the Eagles can I don't think they can have where we have to take some time. No, they have to be good right out the gate.
No.
I hope this season goes good. Is Ray there? Did Ray catch his flight?
I'm worried if you're there, man. What's going on?
Ish.
I'm sorry. Oh, Ray, did you catch a little flight? Are you going to the beach to bury yourself in sand, Ray? Are you going to build a little sand castle down in San Diego? Are you going to, Ray?
All right, you've played your greatest hit. Yeah.
Are you going to go to the beach?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you going to go? So one of my favorite places in the world is La Jolla. And I know when Silvana was out there, she was like the sea lions that are in La Jolla. She still talks about the sea lions in La Jolla. La Jolla is one of the great places that I've ever been to.
Yeah,
amazing.
There's an internal debate as to the exact planning of the beach day and where exactly we're going to hit. We're wondering about crowds because I went last time in April. I'm wondering if now Memorial Day weekend, as we get closer to the summer, how it's going to play out. So I also have my friend who's out there that's going to kind of guide the beach.
Well, Mission Beach to me is if you're doing a beach day, that's where I would go. If you're going to go to a beach because you want to like do beach stuff, Mission Beach is the place to go. La Jolla, I mean, I've been to the beach of La Jolla and it's nice. Probably less crowded.
Yeah, I'm going up North County at least one day doing the beaches up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of the plan.
Are you going to surf? Are you bringing a surfboard out there with you?
My buddies become the kombucha drinking, surfing type out there that if he tries to get me on a surfboard, I could tell you very quickly I will not. There's no shot. I am going to.
No, don't go on. No,
you know, if you're going to go surfing, hit up my buddy Warchild. He's out there. He can show you around. His name is Warchild.
The great thing about you is I don't know whether that's a bit or you legitimately talk to a guy named Warchild.
Back off, Warchild. He's with me.
It's from
Point Break.
Point Break, yes.
Again, you having a friend named Warchild wouldn't be very unsurprising.
Wouldn't be
a lot cooler if it did.
All right, so do we have, I know, Sean, you had bookmarked this because you're a Jalen guy. It says so in your memo.
That's correct.
So when Sean Manion was talking yesterday, I didn't have much of a reaction, but you were like, gee, gee, gee. You were very excited about it.
Yeah. Look, there were multiple questions. Of course, I think we all went around the room yesterday and said, what would be your one question if you get some answers? And I thought he spoke glowingly about Jalen, and why not, right? Jalen is a proven winner. There's a lot to like about him. He's not the perfect quarterback by no means, but, you know, some of his answers led me to believe that, like, hey, man, from what I saw on film, trust me, I got plenty to work with.
All right, here's Sean Manion on Jalen Hurts. Here we go.
Yeah, Jalen's been awesome. You know, I really think he can do anything we ask of him. He's accurate. He's a great athlete. He really attacks the fundamentals. That's what's been really fun to watch these last 2 weeks of phase 2. He's always coming, wanting more things to work on, wanting more things regarding fundamentals, timing, understanding the scheme. He's hungry for more, and those are the guys that are really fun to work with. In terms of skill set, though, he has great arm strength, great accuracy, obviously a tremendous athlete, and he really attacks the game. He has a great process in the meetings. He always asks really, really thought-provoking questions. He's detailed and attacks his fundamentals. You know, he's always a guy who stays after practice and is working on things. Those are the guys you love to work with.
Fundamentals.
Yep, he attacks them.
Very important.
Remember what Gabe Kapler said? You have to attack rest.
Love it. You got to attack rest.
Yeah.
Man.
Is that what he said?
I wish I paid a little bit more attention to the Gabe Kapler run.
Oh my God, son.
I watched all the games, but I guess I didn't pay attention to what is actually was coming out of his mouth a little bit more.
I honestly think the Gabe Kapler Phillies are the reason why I saw sports talk radio as an avenue for a career. Because he was just a gold mine of content. He was awesome.
He was awesome. No, it is one of my favorite runs doing sports radio because being on the flagship station and broadcasting a lot before. I used to be down there before the games.
Correct. Yep.
In a stadium with nobody in it for 3 hours and 45 minutes of our broadcast. We'd be in an empty stadium, and then finally 15 minutes before we got over, people would come in to the game. But so we didn't have any we didn't get guests or anything for it. We were just there. But I was able to interview Gabe Kapler a number of times in person, and he was really good to us. Gabe's a good dude.
but
it's not us that you have to worry about. It's the fans. That's how he talks to the fans through the media, and it's also the players. And I think there were a lot of eye rolling at Gabe Kapler.
Yeah.
And he was always very positive with everything, and he was always very smart.
I'm not comparing success because it's two totally different tax brackets. But when I look at Boston and the fact that they get Missoula quotes every other day, that you could just build an entire hour of your program around, that's the Kapler gold mine of what those 2 years were. Again, it wasn't a lot of winning. It was 500 baseball.
Correct.
But it was some of just incredible 500 baseball. The three first baseman lineup, think about that a lot. It's not a lot of winning. But it was, the pulling Aaron Nola in his first game, getting booed at home.
Oh, yeah.
And he pulled him for who?
Hobie Milner, because he's nasty, brother.
He's nasty, brother.
Yes.
Hobie Milner.
He's still sticking
nasty,
around.
brother.
You know what, Gabe? There's a lot you could say about Gabe. Hobie Milner stuck around. Made a nice career for himself.
He was right. All right, do we have some voice memos on stuff, right? What do we got? Give us some voice memos.
We got some news at noon parodies.
On the David, we do. Davis Honda text line, go.
I love the news at noon. Tell me why. Because it's Ray Dunn. I love the news at noon. We're gonna hear all the news at noon with Ray Dunn.
Nice. Now, that was Andy. Great pipes on Andy. I don't know the song.
Yeah, that's why I can't say it's great, because I don't know what the song is.
That was just really good.
Well, I'll follow the YouTube chat.
Good acapella.
Right.
It was.
Now, Kevin and Delco said that your news at noon today was the best one yet.
Oh! My new friend, Kevin and Delco.
Wow. Now, look, man, that's...
You guys are buddies.
No. The original is the best. No way. I can't.
What's the original?
It's the thong song.
The thong song?
Yeah, because it just fit perfectly. Now, I think I could do a little bit better. I don't know. It was really...
It was funny.
In my mind, I thought, man, that sounded good. Or I got a good idea, but then when I put it together, pen to pad, I was like, oh, man, that does, I don't know, I'm going to get roasted for this.
All right, what else, Ray?
If you like Mad Dog takes, here's the news at noon. Nope, I was wrong. It's just John's bathroom talk. Nope, I was right. It's time for the news at noon with Big Red.
Ah.
If Bayless.
And, wow, that's what If Bayless sounds like?
Or that's what the AI program it uses.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to know what he looks like and what he sounds like.
Those are great pipes, too, as well. Wow. And with the Old Spice whistle at the end. Very nice.
Very good.
Bathroom talk, taking on a life of its own.
Yep.
Well, that was my fault today.
No, I mean, listen.
Well, I had two runs, literally.
It happens. It does.
Especially when you eat shrimp 4 days old.
But I'm just not limited to work bathroom talk. I also, public bathroom talk is one of the things I specialize in. Wawa bathroom talk.
Oh, man. Well,
I'm an aficionado of the Wawa bathroom because they're normally all not great.
Yeah.
But some of the newer ones, because if you go into a newer Wawa.
Why are you going into a Wawa bathroom?
Because I have a weak bladder and I have to pee a lot. Jesus. I have to pee right now. But
you need my empty can?
I don't.
Okay.
But no, but I even this morning I had to stop and get gas and I'm like, you know what?
Really?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go
All
into
right.
the bathroom.
Okay.
Good for you.
I got to strengthen my pelvic floor. So
Hey, look, if you need men's diapers, I know you can find a cheap price on Facebook.
and all you guys, you like $50 for 20 men's diapers.
All these people complain diapers are expensive. I just assumed all
They
diapers
are.
were expensive.
So if you missed the Delco prices right yesterday, there's definitely a couple takeaways from it, including Ray's never went panty shopping.
Absolutely not.
Come on,
because he thinks it's like $40 for women's
For two
underwear.
of them, yeah. I was like, man, everything and I say this with respect to women.
Yeah.
Everything that women do is expensive. They spend hundreds of dollars on their hair.
Here we go.
Like the
It's true.
Lulu leggings are like $1 million.
No, you're right.
I just assumed that what was closest to them on their body was going to also be expensive.
No, my wife just got her hair cut, and both of my older girls got their haircuts. Gee, I went to my bank statement this morning. Jesus, really? Even for the kids?
Yeesh.
That's all I'm saying.
Hundreds.
That's why I would just go. I just assumed someone was charging an arm and a leg for that.
Women's underwear. Now, Sean thought that the bra was $10 or $15. I know that is not true. At least if you have a big bosom.
Yeah.
You can spend upwards of $75, $80 for one single bra.
You know, look, they're used. So I thought, they were going in bulk. True story. I bought my wife some panties last year, and she still hasn't worn them. What's up with that?
Why?
I mean, I don't know. I bought them because they were nice, right? But she hasn't worn them.
So was this just you were out and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to buy panties for my wife?
I think it was for Valentine's.
Valentine's Day, you thought.
I think it was Valentine's Day.
I'm sure she really appreciated you going out because more or less what you're saying is put these on and so we can have relations.
Still hasn't worn them.
Very romantic.
I mean, what's up
Sean.
with that? And I've requested it multiple times. Could you please wear the red panties, baby? Come on.
I'm sure this is going to
How
help.
about that?
Still hasn't worn them?
Still hasn't worn them. The tag is still on him right now. Maybe I should put them on Facebook
Let me tell you
Marketplace.
this, the longer you're married, the less of a chance she's going to be wearing the panties that you brought.
Yeah.
brought her.
Probably right. How much could I get from Facebook Marketplace? Just put them on there.
Yeah, really. Yeah, we should definitely. You can use my account because
Okay.
I'm back on Facebook.
Nice.
There you go. Any more? We have another voice memo there, Ray. What do we got?
Jim from Saturday, semi-retired. I can't think of a more culinary pet peeve, if you will, than ketchup on a hot dog for a grown man. If you're a kid, fine. But you got to outgrow things. Just like the 65-year-old man who still has a ponytail or hair down to his shoulders. Dude, the rock band dream is over. Let it go. And if you're doing it just because you're losing your hair, there's a much better look. Come on, man.
As a man that's bald, I would totally argue with that. If you can grow it, keep it, bro. Come on, man. If you can grow it, let it fly.
Yeah, I don't care about the hair. The anti-ketchup on a hot dog guy, which apparently Vito is a mustard guy on a hot dog.
Okay.
So we wouldn't get along. You know what I do, Sean? I eat what I enjoy. And when ketchup on a hot dog tastes good, guess what I'm going to do?
Put ketchup on a
I'm
dog.
going to put ketchup on a dog, man.
Amen.
It's just better with ketchup.
Yeah.
It just is.
I'm not here to police people's food intake. You do whatever makes you happy. You want to drink cranberry and vodkas, because
That's your thing? Then do
yeah,
it.
like The Departed guy sat down. He said, "What are you on your period?" Boom, beat him up. Remember? Great movie. Anyways,
Great movie.
If you want to drink a cranberry and vodka, I'm not here to judge you. Enjoy it. Whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy in life.
Yeah, I remember I went, it was actually Liz's 30th birthday, so it's a long time ago. We went to a restaurant in King of Prussia, and I ordered an espresso martini. Now, today, wouldn't you say that it's kind of fashionable or it's accepted for a man to drink an espresso martini?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, they're delicious. They're strong. It's a great drink, man.
Dude, I had one New Year's Eve, and it rocked me. I haven't had one since.
Especially a good one. So,
Yeah.
so the parking attendants, the valet parking attendants were listeners. And I was driving into work, and Harry was ripping me on the air because these guys had alerted him that I was drinking espresso martinis at this restaurant in King of Prussia.
Tighten it up.
So I came in and I was like, gee, I wonder if management and the owners of that restaurant would be happy with their employees ripping a radio host for drinking a $15 drink at their establishment.
That's
Like,
it?
multiple $15.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might be more than that.
Well, this was
Yeah.
over a decade ago.
Yeah.
But I love espresso martinis. But back then, it was like, hey, why don't you go have Cosmo? And like, you know what? Maybe I will.
Sure.
How about, are you going to have a martini? What, a glass full of vodka? Yeah, I am going to have a martini.
What you used to drink? What did you used to drink? Manhattan.
Manhattan. I enjoy a nice gimlet.
Vodka
gimlet.
Vodka gimlet. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, vodka gimlet.
Now
You
we're
kidding
talking.
me?
Now we're talking.
The thing I love, you ever have Cutwater in the can?
I've seen it before. No.
They're not, you can't get them consistently. You have to get them at the state store, at the liquor store. But you can't get the varieties because they make an espresso martini. They're really strong. They're like 12%. It's in a can.
That's crazy.
You can also get a Long Island iced tea, which is like 14%.
Yeah.
But they make a Moscow Mule in a can.
That's good.
The Cutwater. That is so good. I'm a Moscow Mule guy in the copper cup.
Oh, it's got to have the cup. Got to have the cup. Yeah. Got to have the cup.
Got to have the cup, man. It just tastes better.
Getting thirsty right now, Ray.
College roommate went through a phase where that was all he was drinking.
It's a summertime thing for me, the mules.
Yeah.
I just, 20-year-old dude living in a house of 6 dudes in college. And he was like, yeah.
All muled up.
I'm all muled up.
Let's do it.
All right, coming up, are we going to prepare ourselves for the Knicks going to the NBA Finals? I think we should. We'll discuss that coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Coach speak. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. We got to hear coaches speak yesterday. The coordinators of the Philadelphia Eagles meeting with the media ahead of OTAs beginning on Tuesday. We got a chance to hear from Vic Fangio. Not a lot of coach speak from, a lot of honesty about where the roster's at, the way he'll use some personnel, and also the fact that he wasn't close to retiring. More coach speak from the offensive coordinator, Sean Manion, in his first time meeting with the media in Philadelphia. Of course, he was asked about his quarterback.
Yeah, Jalen's been awesome. I really think he can do anything we ask of him. He's accurate. He's a great athlete. He really attacks the fundamentals. That's what's been really fun to watch.
He went on to talk a little bit more about how he's going to blend the offense. We'll tell you everything going on from OTAs as they open up next week. The Phillies open up a 3-game set with the Guardians tonight. Guardians come in 30-22. Phillies at 500. They've got Christopher Sanchez on the mound tonight. In the NBA, the Knicks went up 2-0 on the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. Thunder Spurs still at a game apiece in that series. And the Union have their last game before the World Cup break on Sunday in Miami. We'll carry it for you right here on The Fanatic. This update's brought to you by Foreman Mills. Foreman Mills, Philly, 2201 Cottman Ave is open, and the grand deals are still on. Foreman Mills. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
block party song ready.
In my block party, we've got a bounce house.
All right. We're pre-gaming.
Are you waiting to play Summertime, last song of the show?
Ooh.
I'm hoping.
I mean, that is the anthem.
That's the anthem.
Oh, by the way, it was just announced yesterday. How about the 4th of July lineup here in Philadelphia?
Yeah, pretty good.
250th celebration, not 1876, 1776. And it was announced that Christina Aguilera is the headliner, which is great, fine. But Philly's own Jilly from Philly, Jill Scott, and Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff. Gotta love it.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do it big on the 250.
Definitely. I think a lot of people are.
Yep.
I know I am.
Yeah, what do you do for?
Oh, 250, 4th of July. I don't think I got that gig up there with Glenside.
You didn't?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I didn't say I did. I said conversations were started, and
Sean was supposed to MC the parade.
Well, no, not supposed to. It was hey, are you available? We are,
Well, that's what you were talking about, emceeing the parade.
Correct. And I didn't hear back from him yet. Like,
come on, man. Like, I'm from neighboring Willow Grove, so I don't know.
I would love to do it.
I know the Glenside commercial from Comcast back in the 80s.
Okay.
It was a jingle. Glenside, come on and let me show you. It's the right place to be.
Really?
And then they would go through all the show, and we'd like it to be Glenside. Yep, local cable TV.
How about that?
Yep.
How about that?
How about that?
Nice.
All right.
Can we do like a 4th of July Middays with Marks festival type thing? Like the competitive eating thing got me rolling. Well, that's what I mean. So like maybe like that Thursday, like the 2nd. Like
Yeah, because Friday, we're not going to work Friday. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I kind of assumed we weren't. I was, yeah.
Is that a company holiday?
It's a company holiday.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, we're out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I didn't want.
Thursday.
I don't want to take a day off for you guys.
No, I
but-
don't want to work. I don't want to work.
I'm going to dress up as Uncle Sam.
No, I think what we do is we definitely have a Vito. I think Vito was saying he can eat a lot of hot dogs, and then somebody else.
Oh, V can definitely
BP.
put some dogs down.
Oh, yeah, it was Bertrilli. That's right.
Charlie and Vito eating hot dogs. We invite friends of the show in. Maybe we get some station partners to give us some people. I know it's July 2nd.
How many hot dogs do you think both of those boys can consume?
More than what John bought today, that's for sure.
Those dogs were good.
Those dogs were
I could have
good.
probably.
Weren't they?
Yeah.
I bet you I could have put down 10 of those.
This is
I'm
how he
telling-
gets himself in trouble.
Come on, they were small.
And if he can't, he has to grow a rat tail.
for an extra 2 more months.
No, you don't see. Like I learned about the tattoo stuff. Stop saying I'm going to get a tattoo if the team does
All right,
something.
5 of them. I could eat
Easy,
5
yes.
of them. Okay.
I ate 2 just because I was hungry. The problem was I ate pretzels. We had Philly soft pretzels in here that were warm. So I was eating. I'm diabetic.
What the hell were those at?
They're in the bag out there.
Oh, man.
Right next to it. And we had potato chips that I was eating.
Not warm anymore.
And I ate breakfast on top of it. No, they're not. Well, they're gone now. But anyway, yeah, no, we can definitely get something. No, I mean, it's important because we need time to plan it. We just can't on July 1st say, hey, let's do this.
Right.
Yeah, let's have it let's have a July 4th party. On the 2nd.
I'm ordering an Uncle Sam costume as we speak. I am, absolutely. I'm coming in full
Can we
throttle.
like cut the wig down to like kind of an Uncle Sam rat tail? Instead of an
It's gonna be gone by then. All right, the Knicks win last night, and the Knicks are going to be in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
I know they were at home, and they were supposed to win at home. They're the better team. The Cavs are not good enough. Cavs are lucky to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Cavs aren't great. Knicks, can they win the title? I don't know. I mean, I don't think they're getting swept.
Oh, I think they could win it.
Do you? You think they can beat OKC? Who do you think? Who do you think, OKC or the Spurs?
Well, thank you for asking me that. First of all, I had the Knicks represent the Eastern Conference before the playoffs started, so
Thanks.
I am on that. And back in February, I said to you, and you agreed with me, which was very surprising when I said it to you. I go, I want to give you a take, and people could say whatever they want, but I have San Antonio winning it all this year. And you go, you know what? I can agree with that. And I wish somebody would grab that. They love to grab all the bad bets I make and bring up everything I get wrong, but they never give it any proper praise when you get it right. Yes. And I'm not cashing that ticket just yet, but I have the Spurs wing it all. Now, here's the problem that I'm having, because I'm wondering whether or not that's clouding my judgment. Because the Spurs are a 1.5 favorite. You might say that's the OKC line tonight. That's fine. I do think the Spurs win tonight, but I'm just wondering whether or not that's like my play on the Spurs, my future on the Spurs is clouding my judgment right now. I think the Spurs. I had Oklahoma City winning game 2, and they did. They almost shouldn't have. If Harper doesn't get hurt, I don't think they do win that.
Yeah.
But here we are. I don't think Harper's going to be able to go. Fox will be in there. If that's the case, give me the Spurs tonight. I think the Spurs are representing. And yeah, the Knicks are good. I hate it, but give it up. It's a good team. They're fast. They're in your face. They run deep. They have a home court advantage.
All the parts fit. Right,
it's a really good team.
Josh Hart's a pain in the ass. He can hit threes. You don't rely on him to score. Karl Anthony Towns is a good player. He can score. He can shoot the threes and posing inside.
He's a great player. He's a great player. He doesn't get enough credit. There are things he does that rub people the wrong way, but that is a dude that could fill it up from outside, take it to the hole.
Good player.
He's they have awesome players. I hate the Knicks. I hate their fans even more.
They're annoying.
But
they're a good team.
They're a good team.
They're a good club, Ray. They're a good club. Can they win the finals?
Yes, they can.
The Knicks can?
So here's how I see the playbook. The Knicks quickly dispatched this Cavs team.
Correct.
The way they quickly dispatched the Sixers, the way they were waiting for the Sixers when the Sixers beat the Celtics, and the Spurs and Thunder beat the absolute hell out of each other for 7 games. And the Knicks show up fresh, rested, and ready to beat whoever it comes from the West.
What I was going to say to Sean when he was talking about the Western series was it's going 7.
Ooh.
And that's a physical series.
I hope
Those
you're right.
are two good teams that don't like each other. It's two really good teams. They are. I hope the Knicks don't win. But you look at last night, and sometimes you get games where Hart barely scores. He took 21 shots last night.
Oh, he went off in the second half.
The 3 was going down for him last night. It's 26 points. So when you have all of your starters, 19 for Bridges, 19 for Brunson, 14 for OG, 18 for Karl Anthony Towns, and then Josh Hart gives you 26, they go. Cleveland's done.
Yep.
They may win 1 in Cleveland.
Cleveland kept it tight in the first half, but you knew that was going to be over. Yeah, I had that vibe. But look, I hope we get 7 games in the West. I really do. No matter what, it will be a good finals. The Knicks being in it has our attention.
Oh,
and
for sure.
Now we have a rooting purpose because nobody is going to take the Knicks over OKC or San Antonio.
I'll be curious to see what the series line is.
Well, I meant not from that perspective, from the perspective of cheering.
Yeah.
You know,
unless you're a Knick,
you can get the Knicks plus 370 right now. That's
pretty good value.
Now worth the sprinkle.
Now I after they lost game 1, I got minus 110 on Oklahoma City to win the series. So I put $10 on it. But it went from being plus 265 to minus 110 on OKC after losing game 1. That's a heavyweight fight, man. And Ray's right. The playbook is they beat the hell out of each other. And the Knicks are waiting for him, and boom. All right, coming up, YouTube chat recap, voice memos. That's coming up next. Middays, Marks.
The Sixers have fired Daryl Morey.
right, we are back. It is Middays with Marks. The 1 o'clock hour, as always, is brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Championship results, morgensternhair.com. 3 locations in the area. Wayne, Pennsylvania, Bala Kenwood, Lancaster. Morgensternhair.com, 610-831-HAIR. Ray, you'll be in San Diego. Next week, I'll be filming the Morgenstern Hair Restoration commercial on Wednesday. I'll let you know how it goes.
Please do.
Yes.
That's the first thing I want to know on Friday.
I'm sure you'll be thinking about that on Wednesday in San Diego.
I'm sure. That afternoon game, I can't imagine anything else on my mind while I'm in San Diego.
So, by the way, so let's do it now before we wrap it up. Enjoy yourself. Have a great trip. Feel free to check in on voice memos and things like that. I know it's your vacation, but feel free to check in with a daily update.
He better.
Yeah. I'll check in.
I did a voice memo from the shore, dog. You better do something.
Yeah, what? Just
yeah, I'm gonna check in.
Yeah,
I'll give a phone. You might be able to drop a Zoom link. Maybe I'll take.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
And I can assure people that because Thursday I'm kind of going to be on my own before the red eye back. You're going to hear a lot more from me on Thursday because I'm going to be wandering around. But also I'm going to try and put together a little bit of the journey home to the red eye because I'm going to be stepping off the plane into an Uber to get to my apartment, to get to my car, to get here. What could go wrong?
Yeah, so that's Friday morning. You're going to be
coming off a plane. Okay,
but can you sleep on planes?
Yeah, that's why I chose the red eye.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend a PTO day in the air.
I would do the same thing.
Oh, red eyes are terrible.
I love them.
I'm with Ray. I love them too.
He's young,
but I also can very easily sleep the 4 hours on a plane and then. Boom, let's go. And then you're a little bit loopy, but that sometimes is good. Like loopy Ray, I think is good Ray.
Loopy Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I let the filter drop, it becomes a problem.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
Which I'm a little loopy today, to be honest with you. I got trip brain.
Well, it's getaway day. We're not back till Tuesday. You're going to San Diego. I'm not back till Tuesday.
I got a week till I'm on the air again.
Yeah. Feels good.
Great.
It feels good. All right, do we have some voice memos before we get to the YouTube chat recap? What do we got?
Hey guys, Brendan from Manion. I'm here, Waymo driver. First things first, we always knew it the whole time. Cooper DeJean is a safety. But anyway, the Birds will be good again this year. But I just want to check in with you guys before this holiday weekend. Ray and I are going to San Diego. What are we doing? Are we meeting up with the people? Are we getting a PHILS chant? Or are we doing Let's Go Phils or Fight Phils? Let's figure it out. Ray, let's get a collab. Let's get the people going out in San Diego.
Oh, you only got 5 minutes left of the show. It's tough to. This is definitely, Sean, put it on the calendar. We need to figure out the Phillies chant. Because all the people complaining, they do Eagles chants at Phillies games. Well, let's come up with a Phillies chant. And our original one, it didn't get rejected. I'm not saying it's the final version. You remember what it is?
Phils.
Phils. Phils. Phils. Phils. Phils. Phils. Phils.
How about that?
Yes, that's the one. I'm in.
More voice memos, right?
I got a feeling it's the news at noon with Ray Dunn. It's the news at noon with Ray Dunn. It's the news at noon with Ray Dunn.
That's a great one. That's awesome.
Got to produce that one.
Very good. Nice work.
Why are we getting all the voice memos today on the parodies?
Love it.
Out of nowhere, because of you.
Well, no, I appreciate that, but I think people are excited for the holiday.
I agree. That's a great one.
They got the juice.
Which is one of my least favorite songs ever. The Black Eyed Peas, but it's a great News at Noon parody.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right.
Black Eyed Peas when they were good. No, that's that was after. Yeah. They were like hit
Black Eyed Peas when they were good.
When they were good before Fergie. Black Eyed Peas were like
really?
Yeah.
There was before Fergie.
Yeah. They were like.
Is that like before Christ? BC?
I think so. Right around there. Yeah.
Is that before COVID? Because that's the other thing is there's the world before COVID, which I don't remember.
They were really hip hop before Fergie, and then they found the formula.
They found Fergie, and then they were a return on Mike and Mike, which is really why I hate them as much as I do because we had Mike and Mike on the air at the time, and I'd be like driving in the work or listening, and it'd be like in the back it'd be like Black Eyed Peas, and it'd be Mike and Mike in the morning, back better than ever, and it's like, oh my God,
my humps, my lovely lady bones, check it out. Yeah, that one. Yeah, look, this is a band that started in the early 90s. Come on, man. Taboo, Will.i.am, Taboo.
No, don't know.
And Al Diep.
Will.i.am?
Yeah.
Him too.
Will is he's a superstar. I mean, he's an absolute freak. So he put it all together. But they were hip-hop, and then obviously they got the money. And you know what happens then? Next thing you know, you're writing hits like that, taking over the world. There's no shame.
Sure. No.
Look at that. Pump It. Just can't get enough. My Humps. I Got a Feeling.
Oh,
boom,
no, they
boom,
had
pow.
hits all over the place. No. Like people that like when you're an actor, that's your profession.
Yep.
So you may take on a couple movies that aren't necessarily critically acclaimed and the script sucks or whatever. Man, you're making money. Your profession is to be an actor. I ain't watching them, but that's your job to do. Same thing with that, right?
Let's Get It Started.
Let's get it started. It's an NBA song.
Great class. Yeah, these are
That's a good one.
There's a lot of jock jam anthems here.
There are.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. All right, YouTube chat recap, right? Go ahead.
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in?
Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie. Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Giddy up.
Sean, what day of the week does Easter Sunday fall on? Andy from the chat.
I walk in, I open myself up for it. I live my life open here. I am an open book. And I did not ever connect the dots that Memorial Day Monday is the last Monday in May. I just never put two and two together. I'm an idiot. We know that. I'm a dummy. We know that.
Labor Day.
That's the funny thing that makes me chuckle.
The first Monday in September.
Correct.
Thanksgiving, the last Thursday in November. All those dots did not connect.
Did not
Christmas,
connect.
the first Tuesday in December.
The last Thursday is Thanksgiving in November. It did not connect.
Right?
Yeah.
You're good. You're better with the Christmas is the 25th.
Correct. New Year's 1, January 1.
Yeah. It's the floating days that you're not entirely
My
sure.
birthday, the 29th of April.
Right.
St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
The 17th?
Good.
Boom.
Good.
How about that?
You'd be surprised the number of people don't know that.
Valentine's Day, the 14th?
Really good.
Come on now.
Good job.
Come on now.
And what do you gift on Valentine's Day?
Red panties.
All right, what's next?
John is keeping those glasses on his head to act as a retaining wall so his fresh turf doesn't slide down his forehead during the commercial break. If Bayless from the chat...
Incorrect. If the reason I had the sunglasses on the head was I hadn't put the gel in the hair.
Oh.
So have you noticed since I put the gel in the hair, I haven't had the glasses back up on the head? Because if I have gel in the hair, I typically don't put the sunglasses on top of it because then you get the gel on the sunglasses. I'm wearing the sunglasses right now because it's the last segment of the show and it's Memorial Day weekend.
I love the fact they call it turf, though.
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
Well, if you think about it, the old AstroTurf, they don't do that anymore. But now you have the new turf, the field turf, and it's a lot like grass.
Hopefully that's not vet turf on your head.
It's not.
All right. You won't be here much.
No, it's not good for you. What's next?
Sean Manion could have farted into the mic and Brace would have been impressed. Arthur from the chat.
How about
Yeah, he's probably right. I think he's right. I'll give it up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, this one's for my buddy Brace. Oh man. It's the guru up there.
Now, did we confirm that was that Sean Manion that you took a picture of?
We got to get him on the show. Come on.
That's your project. You work on that one.
You mean to tell me they don't cross streams? Come on. What happens? We make the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man walking down Broadway? Come on. Let's get some Eagles activity over here.
Okay. Let me know how that goes.
You let me know.
All right, what's next?
Ray's going to leave San Diego with more kids on the way than Phillip Rivers has.
Geez.
Money Mar from the chat.
Hey, Ray. The Red Rocket representing.
How about that?
So, Ray, do you have, now, where you're staying, do you have your own room?
No. No,
that's never been a problem before I heard about you.
I'm a road game guy. I'm a road warrior.
There you
I'm
go.
not really a big fan of the home game.
Hit up my boy Warchild.
The whole
He's
work
got a
in
sofa
radio
for
thing
you.
is...
He's got a sofa for you. Back off.
No, but if your friend's sleeping in, it's multiple. You're not sharing a bed with somebody. All right. So, I mean, what's the big deal if, you brought a lady home and, your buddy's sleeping in the bed?
I want to see more of San Diego. I'm a road guy. All
right.
I'd like to see a new neighborhood.
What's next?
Ray doesn't need to know the price of panties because he gets them for free every weekend. Dylan McKinnon from One Bala Plaza.
What's up, Dylan?
Nice.
By the way, so One Bala Plaza, care of Ray Dunn, 97.5 The Fanatic. If you'd like to send in your panties, send them in care of Ray Dunn. Or listen, if you're a man and you want to send your briefs or your boxers to Ray.
Yes.
He could be the panty underwear guy.
Trust me. All are welcome. All will be content.
How about that? Have a great weekend, everyone.
Enjoy your time. Everybody have a safe weekend.
I'm tomorrow, 10 to 1.
10 to 1 tomorrow. Everybody take an Uber, take a Lyft. Don't drive. Enjoy yourself. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. See you.